Happy Friday. Club doors are open. What's going on, man? September 6th. Short week. Didn't feel like a short week this week. It's September 6th already. Episode 131. Appreciate everyone stopping by. This is the Collectors Club. We're going to sit back, relax, leave the problems at the door, and have some fun tonight. Some good topics. A lot of stuff to chat about. Johnny, what's going on, brother? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. What's up?
Not that much, man. How was your week?
Fast, very, very fast. My semester's starting, so I have to get my ducks in a row, which I did. But
Okay.
time just seems to be so crunched right now. But
Yeah.
but no. Thanks be to God, everything's good. Happy to see some familiar faces and some new ones, and yeah, I'm just glad to be here, man.
Heck yeah, glad you can make it. Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Ken, happy Friday, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, John. Had a interesting week working on a bum knee for the entire week, but got through it and hope to get some rest this weekend and get it healed up.
For sure, it's getting a little bit better at least.
Yeah, it was swollen. I've had some injuries, but not really on my legs too much. But so it's when you work on your feet all day, bending down and carrying stuff, it made for an interesting week. Yeah, it must have tore a little tear in the cartilage because it got a big cantaloupe-sized swelling around my knee first couple of days.
Oh wow!
And I iced it up and elevated it and got it down. So it's not bad, but
Yeah.
I hate to have knee problems. Like people, they get older, have knee problems. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it just incapacitates you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully you get better
Yeah,
soon. I know.
Yeah,
Kick back, recline a little bit in that chair. It looks like I'm almost falling asleep.
We have nap time, John. Like
Yeah,
a 5
no.
minute nap time.
Let's put money on it. I give him an hour and a half, maybe hour and a half. I'm gonna start taking bets. But glad you can make it.
Thanks, John.
Ice, happy Friday. What's going on, brother? Light up in the back's looking good. A little blue hue, purple hue. I'm liking it.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Glad to be here, man. Week was pretty good. You know, I had a little issue that occurred this week, but for the most part, man, everything was good. So, not really complaining, man. Just glad to be here today.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, whatever it was, it cleared up, and you'll have a great weekend.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Glad you can make it, man. Bill, what's going on, brother? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Glad to be here. TGIF.
That's it. Display's looking nice with the lighting. Really nice with the lighting in the back as well.
Appreciate it. I got some covers coming, but yeah, more to come.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, brother. D-Rock with a little special guest tonight. What's going on, D-Rock?
Yeah, man. Not that much. Just spent my day trying to figure out how to take care of a little kitten that I found. So that the mom looks like the mama left behind. So
Savages.
He's here, but I don't know if he's gonna be loud or if he's gonna chill or what. Right now, it seems like he wants to play, but we'll see.
That's okay. What do you got to do the whole syringe feeding kind of thing?
I think he's right on the edge of that, where it's like either like a bottle or you're moving into like softer, like they can lick the milk or whatever formula. Yeah, so we'll see.
That happened to
Figuring
me.
that out.
That happened to me and my sister like over 10 years ago. We were walking through a path and there were two kittens. It looks like someone abandoned them. But when I say kittens, like fresh.
Yeah.
And we'll have to feed it with syringes and everything. Wake up every few hours, so you'll be busy.
Yeah, well, we've done this before. We have cat because I'm in the country. We have cats around, and every once in a while you'll see like a litter of like 4. And this is how we did. We saw 4 different ones 3 days ago, and then they got moved closer to the house. I guess she moved them, and then she's moved the other one somewhere else, and then this one's been crying for over a day. So we finally were like, I don't think she's coming back for this one. So. Yeah.
So Papa D-Rock stepped in.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's it. Well,
do what I
good
can.
luck.
Man. Thanks.
I'm glad you can make it. Vega, Ben and Jerry's, or what are we doing? Cheerios tonight?
No, I got pretzel rods and a chocolate peanut butter dip.
Wow. Okay. Like a Nutella sort of thing?
No, I mean I put peanut butter in it, and then I threw some chocolate chips in it, heat it up for a little bit, and mix it together.
Oh wow,
Oh,
nice.
I know, fucking chef down here, man. Whipping up something fancy.
Oh, I'm a little hungry now. What are you? What's going on? How was your week? Good.
Yeah, week was really good. I'm down a few clients, so it's time for a nice little break. Only have a few families I need to meet with throughout the week, so I have a lot of free time. Enjoying it while it lasts.
Awesome. Well, glad you can make it. Let's see, Jarhead, brother, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing? Long week?
It's been a long week. So.
Long week, but short week, right? Because we had Monday. Were you off Monday?
Yeah, I was off Monday, but
Yeah,
it seemed like it took forever
Yeah.
to just drug on, and it was pouring rain here like Tuesday and Wednesday, so we can't really do much in the rain, but we sit there anyways, so it's just kind of boring and it drags and everything. So it's been a long week.
Well, you got kick back, relax, man. Let's have some fun tonight and kick
for
off
sure.
the weekend. That's it. Glad you could make it too. Lastly, Buck, what's going on, Buck?
What's up, man? It's not going too great. I want to file a anonymous complaint.
Jeez, here we go.
About this show. I don't know why you have like mutie lovers and custom lovers on this.
That sounds racist.
Son of a bitch came on fighting. He's ready. Let me get another pretzel in me. Hold on.
That sounds racist, Buck.
Mutants are not a race.
Oh, they're a race, my friend.
They're less than scum. Taking up space in the statue hobby.
Wow.
Because of those few filthy mutants, we're not getting enough Spider-Man statues. So
Man.
That's
such a hater, Buck. Such a hater.
That's why I like Buck. No hello. How's everyone doing? Just straight to it. I like that.
Savage.
I like
that kid's mother doesn't even care. Just leaves them behind and savage.
You realize you can't talk shit about customs either because you got them behind you.
I don't have any customs.
Yeah, okay.
I would never buy a custom.
Yeah, sure.
What I buy,
I know better than that, Buck.
What I buy are unlicensed anime statues.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy and his
hand the camera to over your left shoulder where that She-Hulk is.
She-Hulk? What's She-Hulk?
Yeah, okay.
You know the funny thing is,
there she is.
That's Sideshow.
That's Sideshow.
Well,
it's a Sideshow premium.
That's
some of the other
yeah.
stuff's custom. Some of the other stuff's custom.
Where?
Yeah.
There's Frankie. Frankie's looking good.
No custom.
There she is.
I don't deal with such, man. I'm clean.
None of that Dragon Ball crap is custom.
Technically, that Spidey in the back's custom painted. Technically,
that's Sideshow still, right?
Buck, I heard that you love X-Men.
Me? Never. How would you know about that?
Hold on, guys. Let's see. Can you recognize this voice?
I love X-Men. I wonder who that is. Was that me? Was that post? I wonder who posted that on Facebook.
Fucking hero of the community. That's who.
Got him.
Real
That's
superhero.
crazy.
I wondered. The person it was an anonymous post, but the person foolishly posted it in a group I'm the admin for, and I could see who they are. I wonder who did it.
I don't know, but they probably didn't actually give a shit. They did it anonymously as for fun.
I
right?
doubt it because they posted anonymously in multiple other groups.
Right, like a skit. I mean, I know who did it, but I'm not going to reveal him.
I wouldn't reveal it either.
See, that's the fun of it.
That person brings shame to Puerto Rico.
Wow. Poor Bill. What a Bill.
Bill, now they think it's you.
Bill, can you imagine?
Our one true Puerto Rican.
How many zebra did you get today, Buck?
Oh my god!
Look, he exiled himself.
No more zebra burgers.
He's gone.
Damn. What you got to do, my boy Bill, like that? He's the white Daddy Yankee, man. Come on.
No, Bill is the pride and joy of Puerto Rico. You can show your face proudly.
I guarantee you, I will put money on this too. He went to go get that hat right now. I guarantee it.
Mm,
Who's putting the bet?
that's a
Put in
good
the
call.
bets.
That's a
Yeah.
good call. Hopefully, he grabs a snack too.
Let's see who's in the chat.
Hey, you know what I
Yes,
just
sir.
noticed?
What
Oh,
did you notice?
there he is.
There
There he is.
Yeah. Toy Mafia, what's going on, brother? Always good to see you. Appreciate it. Always supporting the show, man. From the collecting weekly days, even. Love you, brother. George, what's going on, George? Great to see you. Happy Friday. Bats in the Belfry. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday to you and D as well. Hope you guys are doing well. We got Jesse in here as well as Theodore. What's going on, guys? Damiano. How's it going? Slifer. Slifer can't join us today. My heart is broken. In two. What's going on, nice
Actually,
guy?
I got her because of Slifer. Huge shout out to him. He packed
Oh, you
it
got
so
it?
well.
Okay,
I had
good.
no box. He packed this super well. Like
You did it and you got no breaks? Good.
no breaks on that
True
hair too.
professional.
Crazy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Slifer's a
Slifer's a
good
gem.
guy, man.
Really good guy. Nice guy, what's going on? Not Slifer's a really good guy. Then we got a nice guy. What's going on, man? See?
Yeah, it's a good one.
What's going on, Jesse? Dennis. How's it going, Dennis? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. We got Random Korean and Cypher. Hope you guys are doing well. How's it going, Jojo? Great to see you, brother. All right, guys. Like, I thought we'd talk about... Well, before we do, anybody have any topics you guys want to cover? Before we get to the main one? Mine today was kind of like a, how you doing? Like, how's it going? You know, like Joey in Friends, how he used to say,
Hey, how you doing?
right? Like, like, how you doing? How you guys doing personally in this hobby? You know, we talk about these collectible companies every week and what they're bringing to the take a step back. How's the collection going? How's the planning going?
I mean,
The future pieces. How's the anything on your mind that's been happening in the hobby? How's the YouTube going? The experiences on YouTube. How's that going?
made some wise decisions.
You did?
One, I like this year. How many of you have canceled stuff?
No.
I've canceled some stuff.
Did you?
And I'm gonna cancel more. Just gonna make it so like my PO list looks like I want to pay off all my stuff and not have anything. I don't want to have anything pending. I want to go into say the end of October, and I want to have paid all my POs.
You losing NRDs, Buck?
I'm gonna lose NRDs, but at this point, it's like, fuck it, right? It's like, I don't want to go in thinking about like having a sunk cost fallacy mindset where like, just because I put money in, I can't leave.
Yeah.
And then it costs me more money to stay in like the thing. So I check if I can cancel it, I cancel it. If I can sell my PO, I sell it. But if I can't, I just cancel it still. I'm not putting more money into the thing. It's done, I'm definitely not going to do something where I pay it off, have it come in and try to sell it. I'm not going to get to that point, just no headaches. I'm just not going to give you any more money for the thing. So I just wanted to know if anyone had canceled anything, even if it's recently or this, at least this year, just so it's like, for whatever reason, for me, it's just like lighten the load. When I see pre-orders on my list, it gives me anxiety, man. I'm like, God damn, I'm owing someone money. Like, I don't like that feeling.
Well, you canceled your pre-orders, but you owe me money because I called it. You went to get the hat.
I don't remember. I don't remember doing like the pinky thing.
Oh, okay. But no, that's canceling pre-order, realizing, hey, you don't need to getting into that mindset where it's like just because you pre-order doesn't mean you got to pay it in full and pick it up. You can, you can take a little bit of a hit, but
yeah,
I canceled 2 this year, both Sideshow, which is a Frankenstein, and the creature one that came out.
Gilman.
Peterhead, yeah.
Those 2, and then I have the Superman, the one where his cape's pretty awesome, and there's a cloud underneath. Then I'm thinking about canceling that one too. Not that I don't like it, but I'm kind of in the same boat you are, Buck. I'm just like, right? I mean, because my collection is the setup of my collection is nice, and I have 3 POs out there, big pieces: Godzilla -1, LBS Iron Man, and then I did PO the LBS Spider Man too.
Cool.
That
Awesome.
I got to make room for. So, and I know where I'm going to put them, and then anything else, especially if it's a quarter scale, when those are all 1/3, it's just going to be a tough fit. And so I'm thinking, and I got that Superman because I don't have a Superman. I got a lot of DC pieces. I mean, I got Justice Buster holding a Superman cape. I got Darkseid holding a Superman cape, but I don't have a Superman. So, but I think if I'm going to get one, it's going to be a 1/3 and probably a diorama. So I'm gonna hold off on that. But yeah, so probably 3 this year. I canceled. First time ever, actually.
Yeah, man. And doesn't it feel liberating? The moment,
Yeah,
the moment you just go, you know what? It's done. I'm out. I'm out of that. I sent the email to Prime One. It sucks that they don't have a cancel button, but I sent the email and they did it for me like within an hour. Like I want to say within an hour from when I sent the email, they'd already refunded me the money. So that was pretty good. Like that's pretty fast. I generally have good interactions with their support when I email them.
Now, Prime One has a pretty big NRD, don't they?
I think for the most part, for the price of their statues, they kind of on the lower end.
Okay.
The places that have the massive NRDs are when you buy from distributors. Prime One,
Yeah,
I think the NRD I lost like $150 or 130. It's not that bad, right? So, yeah, with distributors you could lose around like $600, 300 to 600, or maybe sometimes even more if you cancel a pre-order. Like with
the only thing I feel bad about is the Sideshow. So I had the Gilman and Frankenstein on pre-order. I went to cancel them, and then I asked them before, the NRD I have, but they don't have a big NRD. Said, if I order the Superman, can you guys put it towards the Superman? Which they did graciously.
Yeah.
And so now I feel bad. I'll just lose the NRD. I'm not going to keep playing that game with them. But you kind of feel bad because they hooked me up and they didn't have to.
Yeah.
And here I am thinking about canceling again. So.
And it's just that situation where if you don't want it anymore, you don't want it anymore.
Yeah. I just
want
to.
Yeah. Don't feel like you need to commit to something that you're not like fully into anymore.
Yeah.
But can I ask you? Was one of them the
Punchline?
Yeah.
Yes, I canceled her yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to have that statue, but I don't need a 1/3. I really don't. Remembering the reasons why I left that initially, and it's just too much. The size they take up, and I even have some bigger statues that I have to cancel as well because it's too big. Pause.
So right now I have 11 pre-orders. One of them I'll probably end up giving up, but this is the most amount of pre-orders that I've ever had. So,
what you gonna give up, Jarhead?
A custom piece.
A custom.
What's the name of the group?
Zebra Incorporated.
Wait.
Oh man.
You say a custom. Do you have non-customs pre-ordered?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I don't.
Jarhead's the man of both worlds.
Yeah, I don't. Discriminate like Buck does.
So wait, Jarhead, you're gonna give up a custom before your licensed pre-order? What does that say about you? What does that say about
you're cutting
the things you represent?
Can't hear you.
I think there's going to be a channel change. It's going to be called licensed produced.
Oh man,
trust me. The list of customs that I have on pre-order far overshadow the license piece. I think I have like 1 or 2 license pieces on that.
List. If I asked you, 2 weeks ago, you'd have told me I have like one more than you're going to have in a few days because you're going to cancel that one custom. What statue is it? What character?
What are you saying?
What character is it you're going to cancel?
He lost me too. I was like,
it's a mutant, right?
The statue that I'm canceling is a mutant.
No, it's not for real.
No.
What character?
That's none of your business.
You're not going to tell me?
None of your business, but
I want to know, Jarhead.
I know you want to know it. I bet she's gonna kill you for the rest of the night too. So I'm not gonna tell you.
Nah, not that desperate. I'll find out either way.
Oh, okay. Maybe you won't ever find out, Buck.
You'll say it at some point.
No, nope, I won't. Especially when you're around. I definitely won't say it.
I watch your shows, Jarhead.
Oh, you do? You're subscribed. The custom show.
I'll ask D3 to tell me.
Okay. You're never gonna find out.
Now we know Buck has commitment issues. Next.
So yeah, okay. So cancel. Anybody else cancel anything? I think I canceled a couple of in-art pieces earlier in the year because I was just like, I'm not gonna drop $1,000. I started looking at the bill, got the PayPal bill, $1,000 for a figure, bro. That's I got my statue list is too big to be throwing that kind of money away. So
I mean, it was about time for you to start abandoning those toys.
no, yeah, I want to get back into it a little bit. Some main characters.
Shame.
We'll see.
You only got so much money to move around, John.
No, that's the other
Getting
thing.
that Chewy?
No, that's ridiculous. $650 for that shoe. I can't pay $6. That I can't fathom that. I'd like to, but that's a lot. Canadian, right? By the time it gets to me, you guys got to understand that being in Canada sucks. If you're not in
We
the
know.
States, collecting sucks. So you can find like some resellers that will help you out definitely, but other than that, it's tough.
Maybe
We
I'm
try to
not
tell you how much Canada sucks all the time, but you don't want to listen.
Well, it's starting to. What were you saying, Buck?
You have a penguin behind it.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
It's good to hear you, Buck. You don't watch the show. It's
You don't
fine.
watch this show. you watch Jarheads though.
No, I don't want giants. I was just joking.
Oh damn!
That's a custom piece right there.
Oswaldo.
I
I picked him up last week. What was it? Last week or whatever. I saw him.
Yeah.
Nice,
that's
man.
it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I wanna-
we're in the same shirt.
Yeah, we're in the same colors, the club colors, and that's it. I want to. He's gonna be the accessory to when I get my penguin statue.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm being judged. So I got a penguin behind me. Like,
I don't know why.
Like he was making an observation.
I don't know why Buck comes on every show and tries to pick on everybody.
Me?
Yeah,
Never.
you. Every
No.
time. Every time you come on the show, just trying to pick on
Trying to
anybody.
make me
Anybody-
make me
and
out.
then he spits. He spits in my face by showing he doesn't watch the show. You hate to hear it.
No, don't worry, John. I don't watch any shows. It keeps my life simple. I got other shit to watch on YouTube.
I gotta agree with you there. It could be stressful
on
sometimes.
YouTube. That's what he's watching.
So what else is going on? Anything else on your minds? How's it going? Like, what are you thinking about piece wise? What you guys?
So something that I was thinking about the other day. Too many options, man. There's too many options out there. Like I'll get a like some money in, right? Say, whatever, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get this piece, but then another piece pops out that I wanted forever. So now I got to make a decision between those two, and then when I'm making that decision between those two, a third option comes out, and you're like, man, what do I do with that money? It's like, and all three of the statues are statues that I've always wanted.
Yep.
Are these predominantly pieces on the aftermarket or new things going up?
No, they're predominantly on the aftermarket. We talked about one of them yesterday or Tuesday. So, but yeah,
what are you finding you're doing?
No,
what do you find you're doing?
I don't know. I'm like, I still haven't figured out which one I'm going to go with. And I've got an idea, but it's like, every time I think about going that idea, I keep looking at, YouTube videos of that other one that I'm going to miss out on. And I'm just like, I'm stuck. So I just got to make a decision, I guess.
And it's of the same character.
No, different characters.
Different characters. Okay.
And non-mutants, Buck. But I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about lately. There's just too many options right now, I think, at least for me. And it's hard to decide what I want to spend the money on because there's so many things out there right now, and they're all for really good prices. Statues with low ESs that I'm probably never going to see again. So it's like, what do you do?
All right. Do you have licensed pieces too?
Yeah, I got an
Yes.
XM right there.
Yeah, and besides that one there, do you have other ones?
I used to have a Hulkbuster.
Remember, and you had a Hulk transformation too, didn't you?
No, I've never had a Hulk transformation.
What Hulk? You had a Hulk. I remember.
Adam,
Hulk on Throne from Queen.
Hulk, Queen Studios Hulk on Throne. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I had that one.
Yeah.
That's a dope piece. Yeah, I mean, I've had licensed pieces for sure. Most of my collection's custom though.
Well,
So what's your process of elimination? Do you guys find you're running into the same issue, any of you?
a little.
Not recently. Actually, kind of. On the aftermarket, like it feels like stuff I want just keeps popping up, but it also makes me not feel pressured into rushing into things because if I miss it now, another one just pops up like later. So that's been kind of good because it means I don't have to rush into decisions. As far as new POs coming out that I feel the pressure to buy, not so much. Kind of just at the moment, it's my hype is pretty tame in terms of like new releases.
yeah. I will say though that I used to just periodically just cruise all the buy sell trade sites, and I haven't done that for probably 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and the feeling is really good, to be honest with you. And I would just do it. I wasn't always looking for something, but you'd always see something like, man, that's a good price, or maybe something that you weren't thinking about getting that kind of, you thought I can find a place for that. But so you're always going through that anxiety of should I get it, and then once you start talking to them, you want to like even just ask them some questions. Then you don't want them to think like you're just playing with them. Like I hate doing that, so I try to avoid that. Yeah, I just stayed away from it, and I have no desire to start looking on there because I don't want anything.
Maybe that's why you do is stay away from the buy sell trade groups.
Yeah.
Stay off Facebook for a while.
Yep.
I've gotten away from pre-ordering just because I'm tired of waiting. So I kind of stopped looking at new releases just because I'm tired of waiting for stuff.
Yeah.
Start looking towards the past.
So for you, it's the waiting that's become an issue. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, statues, hot toys, whatever it is, it's like, oh well, it'll be in here, September. September comes, October comes, November comes. Oh, by the way, it's going to be in here March. Then the March comes. Oh, it's going to be July. I'm just tired of it.
Interesting. So we have,
I might pay an arm and a leg in the aftermarket eventually, but if it's a piece I really want, I'll eventually track it down.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me go to the chat for a second. Atticus, what's going on, man? Welcome. Good to see you. Noel Ram, how's it going, brother? Happy Friday. Jojo said, you heard it here first. Canadians don't even like Canada. Wow.
Jojo's paying attention.
Keesis, man. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Timba stopping by. Good problems to have. Better than no pieces to look forward to.
Yep, first rule.
What's going on, Gabriel? Happy Friday. Stanley stopping by. Where's Jerry? He hopefully he's going to be stopping by a little bit later. Just running a little late. We got Rose stopping by. Happy Friday. Still two different issues. Jarhead having the issue of too many options, and Bill, we have too many options, but not coming fast enough.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think I have a combination of the two.
You have a combination of the two?
Yeah. I think this year has been pretty enlightening to me in regards to how I want to proceed with purchases. I think I've had some things on pre-order. So first you have the something on pre-order and it's taking forever. And then you have, so that's the bill issue. So we're going to pin that right there. Then we're going to bring it down. We're going to connect it to the Jarhead issue. So while I'm waiting for this for years and years and years for this statue to come that I've had on pre-order, now there's multitudes of not only new options coming up, but older options that are also desirable popping up in the aftermarket. It's like, well, shit. When I pre-ordered this and I chose it relative to the situation that was going on at that time. Well, now the situation is heavily changed. Yeah, that statue is fantastic. I may still like it, but now there's all these options that weren't again, new and statues that you didn't think would be popping up on the aftermarket. Now you can find almost anything anywhere. So then it's like, well, shit. Now what do I do?
Yep. That I find myself getting into that a lot. It's and we see it a lot. I know we've talked about it a little bit with the whole variant thing as well. But you see a lot of it with, I don't want to pre-order just in case. A prime example for me was the Prime 1 third scale Keaton Batman. Love it. But now they put the half scale out, and it's like, I would have, thank goodness I didn't order the third, because I actually would prefer that character in half. So I'm kind of in that boat a bit. What's going on, Ross? Great to see you. Happy Friday. Hope you and the crew are doing well. Saturday for you, actually. Hope you're doing well, brother. Anyone
I'm
else?
with you guys. Like,
You're on.
I have like 5 statues I've ordered over a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll probably be another half a year at least before some of them show up, and maybe another year before they. It's like, man, I'm tired. Like, I don't think I'm gonna pre-order any from any of these companies that take 2 years to make statues anymore. That's a rule I've like put in place this year for myself. Like, no more. I will not pre-order from any company, which mainly is, well, we know the companies that take forever, but I will not pre-order from any company anymore that takes a year and a half, 2 years to get your piece. And I'm not saying that none of them put 2 years on there. You know, it's coming this time. None of them ever do that, but you know who it is. You know the ones that are the most egregious offenders. So it's like, nope, I'll just wait for that thing to hit the aftermarket. And it's kind of like, I was thinking while you guys were talking, like, I might buy most of my stuff on aftermarket from now on, because the piece is already out. That means if I feel like it fits my collection and I know I want it, I'll get it at that moment, and I won't have the issue of thinking a year from now, I don't think I want that piece anymore. Now my collection's totally different because I waited so long and got all these other pieces from statue companies that actually put the pieces out in 8 months or 7 months that it just doesn't fit, and I'm gonna have to sell it. At least that way. And then here's the thing: some pieces, they probably went on wait list and haven't come back up or whatever, and did sell out, and maybe you'll have to pay more for those certain ones. But it'll be offset by all the ones that are so cheap on aftermarket as well. So money wise, I don't think it'll be a factor in the long run, and I won't have to tie my money up while I'm waiting on a company to figure out when they're gonna actually ship the thing over here. So I mean, that's my biggest issue, is waiting, because it's like you can like formulate a plan in your mind and you can work on that, but man, if you're talking about over years, that plan changes. What you want to do changes. You didn't get the fun of experiencing it for a year. You could have experienced it for that year. I mean, waiting 2 years plus for something, I mean, your whole life could be different. You might not even be collecting statues anymore in 2 years. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in 2 damn years. So it's like, that stuff drives me nuts the most. And I'm like some of you guys too. I have like quite a few pre-orders. I probably have, well, the Hulk came in, so I think I have 8, and they're from different places, but it's like, some of them I know are going to come within a month or two of them saying they were coming. And some of them I know are just like, who knows when they're going to drop, who knows who, some of them I don't even know who's making them. Like, I know the company, and I have stuff from them, and I know they can make statues, but I don't know who they're using anymore. So I don't know how long it's going to take before they release.
So now let's flip the coin.
Yeah. And
what Cypher's saying, all I'm hearing are issues. How about good news, people? Anything good that's going on? And this is open to the chat too. I don't see anybody in the chat. Cypher, give us something good. This is open to the chat. We want to hear from you as well.
I mean, I could think
what's going
of
on
one
that's
thing.
good. Go ahead, Johnny.
Is property expansion. And what I mean by that is, we finally get Keaton, Batman, Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Licenses are starting to expand. I think it may have been this year, may have been late last year, but still, the Indiana Jones J&D with Sean Connery. That's a unique piece. There's more expansion now. It's not just repetitive, and I think that's pretty cool.
I agree completely. Red Hood saying, "I've been waiting 5 years for a piece from Oniri Creations." Well, depending who you ordered from, that you might still get it. So apparently, collectors are still going to be getting some product. So that's something good. Their Berserk stuff looked. I've been watching some reviews online. It looks incredible. Yeah.
No, John, you just gotta wait for J&D, man. Get your Berserk fix there.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Cypher saying, "I just got a Lita bust. Been hunting that for years. Got it for 2,300.
Damn,
that's
a
really
good one. That's the best one they've done.
Queen Studios one with the sword behind the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. Was it Prime 1? Go.
Alan has? Is that the one Alan has in his background?
Yeah.
What's going on, Gene?
Was it? It was Prime 1, right? That was going to do that Alita. I call it like a diorama, but she's like going down the highway or something like that.
Yeah, they did it.
I think that's already started shipping.
Really?
But it took a while.
Yeah.
I always like that one where she's like an angel, like with the wings.
Yeah.
Yep. I almost considered getting that one.
That one's a work of art.
That's what it's about.
I wonder if the 1-to-1 is pretty good.
Stanley saying, another positive. Companies are getting better at communicating to the public. Oh, for sure.
Are they?
I think so. Communicating, at least in the sense that giving us in more of an inside look into the process of bringing what it takes to bring the collectible to your home.
Yeah, I guess it's just I'm dwelling on the wrong places. When he said that, my mind immediately went to like,
yeah. There's plenty of not great examples of times in which companies have been overly communicative. I think it's been
when they
intermittently successful. You know, we're getting more communication, but it's perhaps that communication isn't always received well, or maybe it's not delivered well either.
Yeah, amazing. I was like XM, Prime 1, Tutorhead, VCS, and like recently they've had like gaffes, or like they just either radio silent or bad in some way in terms of communication. So I was just like, yeah, maybe I don't know.
Oh,
but
you need to define. You need to define what you mean by communication, because marketing is communication, but it's not two-way street. It's just a one-way communication.
Yeah,
it's revealing what you want to sell more product. But I think somebody mentioned Sideshow. I think Sideshow's done a really good job. I mean, Sideshow's done the best job this year of anybody. I'm sorry. That's just you want to hear some positive. Here's some positive. That company has just been on fire this year. Like banger pre-releases. We know that they're going to mostly. I won't say they will on every single statue, but I at least know I'm not waiting 2 years for my statues from them, and they're also not the most expensive. So I think I can only give props to them.
I think every company has its pluses and minuses, because Sideshow, like you're saying, they're doing really good. They're revealing a lot of great stuff. They're showing, teasing us with all kinds of stuff, and that's great. And you're getting everything really fast and everything, but the quality control, man, on the paint, it's a big issue. Like to the point where it's like kind of stopping me from ordering stuff from Sideshow because I don't know what I'm going to get from them. So, it's like, yeah, those are great pieces and all, but for example, the Ghost Rider that just came out, there's some people that have really good examples of that Ghost Rider, and there's other ones where their face is black,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The quality control is an issue big time.
What you have against my people, Jerry?
Alex saying, I'm on the hunt for ECC Freddy and Jason 1/3. What's going on, Alex? Help Alex out. If you know anyone with any leads, hit him up. Okay. Anything else? You guys want to get into the news?
Too many options is a good thing too.
Too many options is good. I think it's good. Yeah,
so
it's not for the pocketbook.
It's not good on the wallet.
It's a bad thing. At the same time, it's a good thing. It's like
What's wrong, Buck?
There's just so many options out there that
I was thinking.
Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself, buddy.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to remember something. Oh, I think if more companies start doing like, I would actually like for them to start doing the same IPs more. When I say the same, I don't mean more of the same, but like simultaneously making the same
Okay,
characters.
competition. Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
So there's more competition, and they have to fight each other for like with
Jeez.
especially on pricing and like
Mhm.
concept and execute. That way, also, like if a company releases something that I'm not too satisfied with, I can just go, "Oh, this other company did it better." I don't need to just what's the word?
Settle.
Settle for it. Yeah, I don't need to
Mhm.
just settle for something that is maybe not up to
Up to par.
Mhm.
I was about to say the same.
I think a good example of that was like, oh, sorry, Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what Buck was saying, and then because of that, that's why I haven't pre-ordered the game again, because I would be settling, and just every time I look at that, I would look at that piece, I would be upset with myself. But I know somebody eventually else, probably PCS or somebody's gonna come out and do the same thing, but probably do it better.
Hold on, Mitchell.
Like when J&D did their 6 scale Harry Potter and in art. Like, I wish
Yeah.
those were like closer together in release. That way I could go, I'll take this one instead of that. Pick this one here, pick that one there. Like the Hermione from in art, they only did a rooted hair version. So if you got like the 2 sculpted hairs, it's kind of annoying. But
Mhm.
luckily, if you like the J&D one, you could get the sculpted hair, right? But that kind of stuff, I wish like releases would line up closer to each other to give us more flexibility as consumers.
I think a good example of that was the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Prime 1, Dark Side, J&D, Iron Studios. It was like you had your pick of the litter there.
But that was still pretty spaced out. Like I feel like the Prime 1 had already sold out by the time J&D
Yeah.
dropped theirs. Before we
Yeah.
even knew they were making one, Prime 1 had sold out.
But Dark Side was the first, and they're
Yeah.
not sold out, are they?
Nah.
There's a
No. Yeah.
that's on the
Yeah,
not
that's
good side.
Timba says a good example of Buck's point is all the Alex Ross pieces coming from everyone. Yeah.
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 And you get to
Yeah, because
see
they're all at they're all at the teaser mode right now, except
Mhm.
for Iron
Yeah.
Studios. I think Iron Studios actually put forward product.
Mm-hmm.
But like LBS and Prime 1,
Mm-hmm.
we
And
haven't
you
seen
get to
anything
say,
yet.
you get to
It's
decide
gonna
what
happen.
scale you want.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want quarter, you go with either Iron Studios or Prime 1. If you want the 1/3, you go with LBS.
Hell
Right.
yeah. How about yourself, Ice? Anything when it comes to collecting in the pipeline, or how have you been doing?
I've been doing good, man. I've really been all over the place, man, lately, man. Just I've been getting into 1/6 scale. I range from 1/10 to 1/3, but I've been getting into some 1/6 scale statues, man, and just finding a bunch of stuff that I didn't even know was out there. So that's what I've been doing lately, man. Just shopping around, just looking around, man, and just enjoying the hobby. It's probably not really good because it requires me to spend money that I didn't want to spend, but I just been enjoying it, man. just collecting whatever it is that I enjoy collecting, man. So me, I don't really put a limit on what I collect. I just enjoy what I enjoy, man. That's one thing about me. Like for instance, when the Superman Hush came out 1/4 scale. If I had the 1/3, I would not care about the 1/4 coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I get down. You know what I'm saying? I just enjoy what I enjoy. If the 1/3 came out first and I got it, then that's for me. You know what I'm saying? So me, man, I just enjoy just this hobby, man, just having a good time, collecting. And that's all it is for me, man.
What IPs have you been getting in 1/6?
In 1/6, man, I actually got some that I'm gonna do on the channel, but I'll go ahead and put them out. I actually was looking for some Underworld statues. So once PCS came out with the 1/3 scale, I started doing some research just to see if I could find some Underworld statues, and I actually found some, but they're in 1/6 scale. Because I'm not really sure if I want to keep the Marcus statue, because that's going to take up a lot of space, man. 1/3, the wingspan is ridiculous, and then
it'll be a beast. Yeah.
And I don't really know how Celine is going to look. So, all those things came into question, man. So I did end up getting 2 statues from Underworld. I'll be doing an unboxing and review on those soon. Awesome. I actually got some statues from what else I got? Resident Evil. I got some Resident Evil statues, 2 of them in 1/6.
Which game? Which one? Which game?
From it's from the movie that came out. Biohazard or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot the name. Yeah, I think that's the name of it.
Awesome.
And then I also have what else I got? I got 2 more. But I got to look and see, man. I done bought so much stuff, man. It's ridiculous, man. I probably have 20 pre-orders right now.
God damn.
And I probably got about 20 new statues in also. So
wow.
Yeah, man.
You start working that second job, all of a sudden that pre-order list went.
You know what? This was actually before the second job, man.
Oh, that's why you got the second job. Got it.
That's and to do some stuff around the house too, man. I'm trying to get some stuff done around the house. So
yeah, like some display stuff done around the house. Got it.
That's the main reason, man. But yeah, right now, man, I'm just enjoying the hobby, man. Like for real.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's what it's about. What's going on, Pedro? How's it going, Rob? Noel around saying, I want J&D to make an Alita armor body version in 3rd. Okay, I guess we could get into the news before we do, just to tie everything up. How about YouTube-wise and streaming-wise? How's that going? Everyone still having fun? Getting on, discussing the hobby, hanging out? That's all good?
Yeah.
I think this Tuesday on Steve's show was particularly fun. I don't remember having fun like that in a while, so that was fun. Was this Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
So we're gonna just beat up on you. You like a good beating.
Pause. I don't know. That just sounds sketchy. I don't know. Like it's just something about that.
Rashid just
what's your safe word, Buck? What's your safe word?
I don't know. I don't do that. Oh God. But it was fun. It was fun. You know, I had lots of laughs. It feels like it wasn't this week. It feels like
it was this week, bro. It was been a long week.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought so too. Steve's show, it was just a blast. A lot of like gut laughing on that one.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it and they talked about fucking Crocs for like 15 minutes and I turned it off.
Yeah, it was. We weren't even. That's the thing. We weren't even really talking.
We're talking
collecting.
It was like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, first 30 minutes was like shooting the shit.
And I learned who wasn't a real man, so I was like,
and everybody, and that Jarhead walks around with bottle openers at the bottom of his shoes.
Hey, if I ever need one, I'll have it, right?
Yeah.
If I ever need it, I have it.
Swiss Army shoes.
You opened my eyes. If I ever need a bottle opener, I would have never thought to ask someone. But now that we know, I'll ask someone. Hey, buddy, your shoes open bottles?
Yes.
Multi-use slippers.
Multi-use slippers, exactly.
Oh, you guys are savages. Yeah, Buck and Rashid at it like cat and dog. All right, cool. But other than that, you guys are having fun. It's fun, right? It's sometimes it can get to be a lot, but no, Vega doesn't work.
Absolutely.
You wear Crocs, Vega?
I've never even tried Crocs.
He wears Hey Dude.
They're just fucking giant pieces of rubber. I don't need that. I need a real.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Fucking Canadian wood. Hell yeah.
What about us?
Is it hard to get up on your moose with the Crocs on?
No, it's easy. Actually, get
Or
up
does
on the
your
moose
wife
first.
kind of slip them on after you get up there?
Wow.
Hey,
That's
honey, can you
exactly
put
it.
them on now? I'm up.
Yeah, that's it. It's nice.
You got to put it in
Crocs-
sport mode.
That's
It's like
exactly. Viggy, you
walking
don't
on a
know
cloud.
about it. You put them in sports mode.
See?
You put the strap
It's
on.
a Canadian thing. Look, I live in them. You see? It's a Canadian thing.
I think that
Even in the
means
winter.
California. Might mean California.
California? No.
Mm-hmm.
Crocs are amazing. That's it. And you wear them in the house, outside the house. Just easy.
It feels weird for someone to say I wear Crocs in Canada.
Why is that?
The weather's so cold. Like, I don't know.
It's cold in winter. We have a summer too.
Barely. It barely lasts.
They have 2 seasons.
I wear sometimes I wear shorts pretty
It's-
late into the year too.
There are times where it snowed up until, like, even in May. Like,
Yeah, March. Yeah, March, April for sure.
It's crazy.
Anywho,
And today
All
on
right,
the
guys.
Canadian Weather Report,
yeah. Actually, tomorrow's going to be cold. Probably the coldest day of the year so far.
That's
15 degrees. Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, keep your nipples warm. Let's go.
yeah, I'm telling
News.
you. Oh. I need
Do they make Crocs for those? They make Crocs for your nipples? Nipple Crocs?
Crocs tassels.
What are we talking about?
See what I gotta deal with here, guys, with these guys? Yeah, let's do it. Let's kickstart it with community polls. Where's the clip? We'll kickstart it with the community polls and do August results. What's so funny?
I just thought, like, is it possible to suggest questions? Like,
Suggest
for the
what kind of
community
question?
poll? Like, ask the community how deep do they want it?
Wow, savage!
'Cause I see Superman Hush quarter scale at the top.
Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Bob. Don't hate the player. Hey, Mickey, you're a hater, eh? Lately with this Superman.
I'm not hating. This has always been my stance. I'm just, it's crazy. This shows that Prime 1 is correct.
What are you talking about? Every company's correct. I see all
The
these companies
sellout
doing
shows
it.
that Prime 1 was fucking correct.
Let's get this out of the way first. Most excited about. I'm just gonna put it in the chat, and then we can discuss it. I'll keep it up for half. We'll start with the most excited about for half the show, and then the other half we'll do the most concerned about. So for most excited about, go ahead and vote, guys. It's in the YouTube. There should be a poll up. Hold on a second. I put too many letters. Oh boy. Oh, sorry.
Looks like Vega has already created a bunch of accounts to vote for too many light ups on the most concerned about list.
Oh no,
Bump
sir.
those numbers way up.
Now, sir, that was the community banding behind the fact that too
Sure.
many night lights come into the collections.
Oh, here. Bishop. And just a second. Okay. here I
Waiting
go.
for this poll.
I know. I got it prepped, and then stupid me. The poll's up. So
Polls up.
Prime 1 Superman Hush in quarter scale.
Boo.
29% of it has the community vote. Sideshow John Constantine piece that was shown has 18% of the vote. And the Sideshow Bishop premium format and LBS Marvel license announcement. Those two are tacked together because that's how it was tacked together for the poll. How someone added it. So
Interesting.
get your votes in for the first half of the show. But interesting to talk about. Yeah, I think a lot of companies, Buck, are doing the variant thing. Not only the variant thing, but you guys are stuck on this reissue thing with the Superman Hush, eh? Fuck.
My bad.
Fine,
my
it's
bad,
cool.
my bad. I
No,
think the thing is,
All perspectives are here. Welcome here. I always tell you that. Please don't even think twice. You don't have to say my bad, but
No. I feel like maybe I'm harping on it too much.
You're not. No,
But
don't think about that, please.
I would say like, aside from my feelings about it, like in terms of just like business ethics,
Heck yeah.
they're just making money, man. Like it's
Of
making
course.
money hand over fist.
We
The
saw that
funniest
with the
thing is-
Batman. Filmer
Yeah.
Batman last week. You see that?
Also on the
course.
list, it's like 10% excessive variants announced. I'm like, too bad, guys. You 10%ers, the 29%ers are gonna go busty.
Well, the thing with the excessive variance, I won't lie. I added that like the day before this poll ended because we had that discussion. So I'm the one that added that. So I don't think it gave enough time for people to vote on that one in the Facebook group. But yeah, oh yeah, man, it's crazy. But it's working. People are spending their money. But what Prime One did, like with that Batman that we talked about last week, yeah, that was sketchy.
I even want to check the sideshow variants and as well as who else has done variants? Tweeterhead, and I want to
always done variants.
Like, how are these things, selling? As a strategy, is it starting to weaken in terms of like the appeal for consumers? Like, is there any change, or people are still excited for variants?
I think
we'll
when
see
they
when
come
it
out
comes.
and they keep
when
those
we get that
edition
vote.
sizes super small right off the bat, they're creating like that helps
That
push it.
FOMO?
I think more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Skeletor Disco variant, ES of 75.
Yeah.
I think that just helps promote it as desirable for some people.
And then Sideshow recently, they did the Gamma Hulk, and that was ready to ship. So that was
150
I wonder
ES
how
and
that
waitlisted.
affects. I wonder how that affects it too, right? The fact it's ready to ship and you buy it now. Like
with Sideshow, though, I think that one was expected. So, and we'll get into it because I have actually under the news to talk about. But it's they showed those 4 right off the bat, so people were expecting it. But yeah, get your votes in. 52 people in here. Get your votes in for the community polls for the most excited for first. I did want to mention this. I don't know how accurate this is, but this is on the internet, so it has to be right? Least attractive hobbies for men, according to women. Playing video games has a score of 90 for unattractiveness. Collecting figurines has a score of 85.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Buck with his magic tricks at 80.
What the
Why is there even bird watching on here? Like, what?
Who made this list? Online trolling is a hobby.
Online trolling. That's everybody's shafted here. Gambling.
Building model
trains.
Taxidermy.
Comic
Bird
book
watching,
collecting,
bro.
and bird watch.
I
Poor
don't
taxidermists. Damn.
So I guess
Bird
women want us
watching.
to just go to the bars and drink and go clubbing and
Where's the
at
list
home.
that has the most attractive?
Exactly.
hobby?
We're at home here, chilling, hanging out with some buddies. They know where we are. They're still complaining. I hate to see it.
My thought would be that the people that they gathered for boom, there it is. I was just gonna say, I bet that the population from whom they gathered this data was pretty one-sided. And at the end of the day, least attractive hobbies, how much is that really going to impact anything?
This is just for shits and giggles. I
Oh,
know
of
this
course,
is as a little joke. Yeah, we weren't gonna actually, sell everything because,
It feels like a very Canadian,
It's also like the
List.
fact that video
apparently this is
games-
the women in Texas, is what I hear.
Oh, really? Really? Damn. Wow.
Poor jarheads look down on.
Don't you mean Puerto Rico?
Maybe.
Don't be.
Wow,
fucking-
Jesse's like. At least we have hookers. Wow.
What?
At least we
Savage.
have hookers.
Those are plentiful everywhere, buddy.
Hey,
How is that
we're in
not
the-
part of the least attractive?
we're in the
hobbies?
basements. We're in our rooms, talking statues and rocks and all this nerdy stuff.
Rocks.
That should be a blessing.
A hooker will love you even if you play video games.
Bird watching.
That's not luck. That's not love, Buck.
Let Buck have the one bit of joy he still holds on to.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not love.
Oh man.
All right, let's get into Sideshow. We're going to get into the news. We're going to blast through the news because we got a nice trivia round tonight that we're going to have. Sideshow Collectibles. We were discussing it. The Gamma Smash Hulk 850 was the price point. The ES was 150, waitlisted. So join that wait list if you're interested in it. People were liking the gamma.
So Sideshow put this out pretty quickly.
Yep.
From the time they talked about it to the time it's been in our hands now. So you got to ask yourself, why does it take? And I guess someone can make the case, like I know Jar had mentioned it, and it's been mentioned before, that maybe because of putting him out so quick, they're suffering, their paint suffering. Like my Red Hulk's fine, although I'm pretty sure that's a much easier step to paint than some of the ones you're doing. But I got to tell you, I mean, you got to ask yourself, why do some of these places take so long? And I know we've touched on a little bit that, you know, Prime 1, for example, I mean, my -1's going to come in 2026. That's like 2 years. Wait for that. It's insane.
Is that what they said? That's what.
Yeah, 2026.
It's not coming in 2026.
Nope. Nope.
Maybe they might surprise you, but I don't think so. It's a
I mean, well, if my diorama is an example, it took 3 years for that, over 3 years. So
here's a quick question: would you sacrifice QC for a faster release time?
No, I personally wouldn't, because I got to look at it and I know that stuff. But I still think that's just a ridiculous amount of time. One that makes me, you know, like even LBS, I think just seems like it's taken forever. And I know they've had some hurdles to get over, like the LBS Iron Man. That thing I think we're going on 2 years with that one, right?
Yeah. LBS with their release, LBS from when they put something up for pre-order to release, that has to be improved upon for 100%.
Yeah.
But with the Iron Man, I'm a little bit more sympathetic just because it still had the tie-in with XM. So I'm going to be interested to see is how fast their DC product now is pumped out.
So the Spider-Man is fourth quarter 2025, I think, third or fourth quarter 25.
Yeah,
which that's a year.
It's a year. Yeah, which I think is respectable. Like J&D Catwoman, when I ordered her earlier this year, is forecasted for Q4 of 2025. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's a long wait. I don't mind a long wait to a certain extent, just for financial reasons, right? To be able to kind of save up a little bit and organize. The longer the wait, the more you could stretch the payments and so forth. But yeah, if you got the money sitting in an account or ready to go, I could see where it could become a little frustrating in the wait time.
I think a year is plenty. So my theory on Prime 1, for example, is I think they're the worst. Is they have so much going on, so many pieces they're putting out together that I think it slows down the process. So there's no way that anything should take 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. No way.
Although also consider the fact that they have much lower ESs than their competition. So they don't have to produce like 1,000. Most of the time, they're not producing 1,000 of each. It's like 100 and something, 300 and something. You know, so they don't do that many all the time.
Yeah. I just think it's too long to wait. It discourages me. The -1 piece that hits my heart. That's a piece I really wanted, and no one else is making it. So if somebody else is making it, I know there is another company that's making that piece, but it's a vinyl piece, and I want to get a polystone piece. But anybody else making it, and if I thought they had the same quality, I would try them over Prime 1, just because waiting so long is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it comes to production times and time of pre-order to getting it in hand, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much most people pale in comparison to Sideshow.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to know what's happening with XM.
They're shitting the bed, but we'll wait for that little banner to come up, and then the Aang Sang picture with the thing.
I will say something to you. I think where I am personally in my collecting journey is I don't mind the wait to a certain extent. I think what you said is a year and a half at max. I think as long as you're staying within the allocated time when you put the item up for pre-order, I think you're okay. You're setting that expectation. When it comes to the delaying process, that's where I would start getting irritated, especially if I put money down and paid in full and so forth. But for me, I would take your time, perfect it, so that when I get it in hand and I unbox it, I'm like, wow. And I know there's going to be no hesitation when I unbox the piece, adding it to the collection. I don't, like I said, I don't want to wait. I'm just saying right now, in my current state, the way I'm collecting, as long as you're sticking to your plan, like J&D Catwoman was end of 2025, I was like, wow, that's a long wait, but damn, at least I could save up funds, allocate them appropriately, and yeah, it's and then collect kind of like older pieces in the meantime that I wanted to add. I was able to add the slot and still at the same time save up for the Catwoman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But earlier is always better than later in the sense that if they want to make improvements, yeah, aim for. If you're saying if you're giving a year to a year and a half span, try to aim for the year mark as opposed to the year and a half mark.
Yeah. Also, like all companies should be giving shipping updates. Like when it goes past the time period, you need to update it on your website. It's like Sideshow does. They send you emails. Actually, Prime One does send emails if you pre-order the thing. I don't know if they adjust it on their website, but you know, I want to like be able to just go to your website, look at the product page, and see what the new projected time is. Like with XM right now, they have like a shipping update chart on their website, but there's a bunch of statues just missing that are not like shown on that list at all. Like a lot of them, you know, and they're just like, when is it coming? You know, nothing, crickets. People ask on the XM Life group and they don't hear anything.
They don't answer.
Yeah.
Alex saying, I'm in that boat. Prime 1 Berserker was paid for and is supposed to ship by September. The Prime 1 Berserker, see? Yeah, if they're quoting you a certain time, they should meet that expectation.
I don't remember what Sideshow quoted the delivery was what for these Hulks. Not this one, obviously. This one was, you know, no pre-order. But with the other ones, I don't know what they originally had, but I think to kind of just to Ken's point, it's just crazy that was less than 6 months from the pre-order of Red and Classic to release.
Well, even Gamma they had right away, right? They were prepped.
And Gamma they had right away. And while yes, Sideshow still is, you know, has consistently had difficulties with QC and whatnot, but I mean, these Hulks and what I've been seeing looks pretty damn good.
They look good.
Yeah, simpler paint scheme, all that, but still.
As somebody who owns one, I think I'm pretty sure that mine Classic was September originally when I ordered it.
Okay.
So it came before. So there you go. It came in August.
It was already like the shortest damn time.
Yeah, they've been nailing this thing. That's for sure. They've been.
Does someone have a cat?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
you weren't here for that
here.
discussion.
Yeah.
Yes, there's.
D-Rock saved a kitten.
D-Rock has rescued a kitten, and rather than take it to the closest Chinese restaurant, he is elected.
Wow. All right. Episode 131 is where it ends, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn! I'm so fucked up.
I
love Chinese.
I just wanted to play that cat. Buck was losing his mind, and there was no cat, but it's okay. Ghost Rider waitlisted as well. ES of 750, price point of 1100. Started getting them in hand. People saw what they saw, and it got them interested. This was some photos by Daniel, who shared his in the group. He got his in.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Daniel. Thank you for sharing them. But I got a few more. There we go. Some close-ups. Get some of the portraits. And then what I think really sold the piece was that light up. And they're slowly coming into collectors' hands. So.
Man, it's really bright.
Yeah. thoughts on this? I don't want to beat this to a pulp because I think we've been talking about this all week, and some of the conversations I'm seeing online, it's like, holy mackerel. It's mind-boggling as to, like, if you love it, buy it. It's like, why is there so much insecurity in this hobby? If you love it, you don't need to justify it. You buy it, you set it up, and you display it, and you love it. End of story. You don't have to convince anybody that this is a good Ghost Rider.
I don't know why there's so much hate in the non lit up portion. It's not lit up. I think it looks great. The colors they chose, I think everything they did the best job they can when it's not lit to still look good. And then, of course, it's unrivaled lit up, man. That thing's amazing. But it was the same thing with my diorama. Like, all these people were like, it's going to look like crap when it's not lit up. I mean, it's only lit up. And it's so false. I mean, this thing looks so impressive without any lights on. Of course, then the lights just add to it. Everything, like these pictures here, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that statue unlit. You got to be really just nitpicking it, just to nitpick it to say there is. My opinion.
Yeah.
Tell him, Ken.
Yep.
I think you hit the nail on the head in saying that they did the best they could with it unlit.
Yeah.
This piece, in my opinion, was made to be lit, and that's how it's meant to be displayed, as lit. Unlit, I don't share the same sentiment. Unlit, but to your point, the way to get this light up feature, the paint apps and so forth, I think it had to be that way.
Yeah.
The dark on the skull to get that effect there, it had to be like that. The question would be
if you want it to look that good lit up,
yeah,
there's going to be a trade-off, you know?
Exactly.
Well, yeah. I beg differ on that point. There's a custom out there that looks really good unpainted or unlit up, that it looks like XM flames, and then when you light it up, it looks really good. So that point doesn't really hold value to me as
much. But I know what you're talking about. I don't think lit up it comes close to this though.
It looks good. I just, it's not, the paint is not on the level of an XM piece, unlit.
Yeah.
But when it's lit up, it brings the wow factor.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it does. I mean, I won't dispute that. My point is this, to the extent this one lights up is my point. So yeah, the XM piece, if I had to pick between the two, because this wouldn't be lit up all the time. I mean, I'd like to see them both in person. I would lean towards the XM. But my point is, because this light up feature's over the top, I mean, you have to look at the differences in how much this is lit up and the materials they have to use to make it look this good lit up. I mean, you got to have some understanding of the process of what it takes to make these pieces and appreciate them,
For sure.
It's crazy to think about? Within the custom world and the licensed, I haven't seen a really bad Ghost Rider yet.
Actually,
wow.
Like, I don't know. Like, to me, they would have to try to mess up Ghost Rider. I don't know. It just seems like all the Ghost Riders I've seen are pretty good. So,
yeah, I would agree with that.
This at 800, no problem. 900, no problem. A little steep in my opinion, because it's a statue to be lit up all the time. Like this, I feel it loses a little bit of the effect. It becomes muddled. Now, Daniel took some incredible photos, but there are more photos out there where it's like, okay, with some issues in the painting, and the portrait has like little dots on them. It gives it kind of that effect of not ash, but and not sparks. The word I'm looking for, scorch, and like when you kick, let's say you kick a log that's on fire and it gets all those little burn
embers.
Embers, that's the word, embers. Kind of give that effect, but yeah. Look, at the end of the day, Sideshow did something right. It's waitlisted. People are loving it.
Yeah.
But again, I want to, that light up feature is the selling point. You gotta pick the lesser of two evils. What are you someone who's gonna have it lit up all the time, or do you want your representation of Ghost Rider unlit and where you can display it?
So I wonder.
I
if
thought
you
this.
never,
I thought this was going to go on seconds, so I was surprised.
I wonder if we never saw it lit up. I mean, like Jory had said, side by side with XM, I'd say because the paint on XM and the way the flames look, it's definitely a superior statue. But before this thing was ever lit up, and if you never saw this part, I think what some of the problem is, you're seeing it like this, and then when you turn the lights off, it's just such a huge difference, which is to be expected because they just went all out on the light up. If it would get the same criticism, maybe.
Vivid, check out Vivid Collectibles. He went out and did a video.
Isn't this the
as
guy
well.
that did the picture
Correct.
you just showed?
Correct. Yeah, correct. Daniel. So he did a video as well. You guys.
Now we know his government name.
I will link. I'll link the channel. We're gonna talk about a lot of channels here tonight on the show. Everything that I talk about channel wise will be linked in the description for you guys to check out. So just fast forward through it a little bit. But yeah, he was really happy with it.
Yeah, it's a great looking statue, regardless. Like, you know, whether which one's better in your mind or not, it's still a good looking statue. Like,
I think people just feel defensive because there's the shit, XM's better. There's that crowd. And so these people get defensive. People that bought it or people that like it, it's like, you don't know shit. This is actually better than XM. And, start a flame war on the internet,
Like I said, I haven't seen a bad Ghost Rider yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many out there, combined and custom. But I think some people were worried about how fragile it was and so forth. Altogether, you're comparing it to XM, 7-8 years old, if not more. Damn right, Sideshow should be coming to market if they're asking 1,100 and just blowing everything out of the water. In my opinion,
one thing I found impressive was how they lit up the front wheel.
With that wire.
That's a cool engineering trick.
Because really, that's supposed to be a brake line, but they use it as a connecting piece for electronics.
It is what I've been hearing throughout the community is it's a very fragile piece. So if you are a collector who doesn't necessarily going to display this right away, at least go through the box and make sure all the pieces are intact and in good order.
And everything lights up for sure.
And everything lights up, yeah, because some people will just store it until they buy their house or get their room ready. But I would just to be sure. But yeah, we don't have to spend too much time. Anybody else have any thoughts on the Ghost Rider?
I think the more and more I look at it, I am really appreciating the pinks and purples they added in on the base. It really helps break up the monotony of kind of those stereotypical flame colors. And of course they used it around the base of the head as well, though that head sculpt still sucks. But I think that really looks better more and more I look at it.
And the thing to think about too is, I know like XM's flames look different, they're more spiky.
Right.
And these makes more sense like how they're around because he's popping out of the ground, so the flames wouldn't be spiky. They would look more like this, like round pieces and stuff like that coming off the bike. So
but it's spinning,
this is more accurate. So that's another thing I think people are looking for. Well, flames are spiky and all that, but this is like shooting out of something, so I think it would more look like this than
it's just like broke out of the ground, the magma or whatever, the flames and all that.
The way that chain is so bright is crazy.
Tell me, light up of the year, in my opinion.
The amount of LEDs they have.
Look at that.
I still don't like
cracks.
this portrait, but it looks.
This is the best portrait.
Lit up, it's stunning because the cracks in the face and how the light's coming through it. Damn.
I never liked it, even like when they showed the prototype. I'm always surprised people like this transformation head.
Oh, I see, and I was the other way with the lion's mane head. I don't like that.
Nice video, Daniel. Very nice video. Guys, Vivid Collectibles, again, it'll be linked, but appreciate you sharing this. Great job. And actually, I want to go back for a second as well and give a huge shout out to the team: Matt Mullen on sculpt with Jorge Villar, and Daniel Bell on sculpt as well, and then Bernardo Esquivel on paint. So, congrats.
Just to add one more point to this statue, because I like it a lot. I won't get it because it just doesn't fit what I have, but it's a tempting piece. Is like there's not a whole lot of statues that you can look at and you're like, how in the hell did they do that? You're looking at it, you're just like, wow. I mean, how did they get this thing to light up so well? Or how even like when you were doing a close up on the base on the other set of pictures, and you're looking at it, and this is a production piece. And you're looking and you're thinking, how in the hell did they make this work? Like all my statues, you can appreciate them, but someone sat there and painted them, and you can understand the process for the most part. This one here, you're looking at it and you're just like, wow, this is a whole different level of, building a statue.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen a light up like this. They did well with their Iron Man too. What mark was it? If anyone remembers, 7 or 3? I think 3. No, 7. Remember the one they did with the fire and everything?
I have that piece. Yeah, the base is amazing.
Yeah, that's where it started. Really, I think that was one of the pieces where it really they really concentrated on their lighting.
Yeah, the base is amazing.
Congrats to whoever picked it up, and if you haven't, join the wait list. Hopefully, you have a good chance. Shout out to Jarhead. Custom produced this Sunday. I want to say 3 p.m. Right, Jarhead?
Yeah, it's 3.
Did he step away? I'm sorry. 3 p.m. Eastern. Well, I'll wait till he gets back to do the shout out. Sideshow Spectacular to October 25th to the 31st. That's the next one. That's the next event I think that's happening. So you guys can register. I think you're going to get you that $5 for registering online, and I think that's their next event.
They have a couple in September.
Oh, do they?
They have Bestember and Stark Week. Bestember is September 18th through the 20th, and then Stark Week 2024 is September 23rd through the 27th.
Okay, but that's one of their bigger events, or just something small that they do.
These are smaller. It's nothing like Spooktacular and 12 Days and Sideshow Con, I think, would be their big 3.
Let me finish up here with some of the comments. Noel saying, you said it right, Ken. They really found a balance working with so much lighting.
Yeah.
Theodore saying, playing Black Wukong while playing Fellas. I'm ready to throw the controller. Wow.
It's a hard game.
Ayo, what's going on? Happy Friday, John. You're missing out on some good-ass 1/6 car drama. What's he referring to? Jojo saying, the more I look at the Ghost Rider, I can appreciate it. And I'm not, but he's not going to be getting it.
No, that's not what he's...
Sorry. The more I look at the Ghost Rider, I can appreciate that. That I'm not getting it. Oh, yeah. Shit. Sorry, Jojo. Hold on. All right. I was trying to go on Cypher's positive comment. No. Pain is a bit dark, yeah. Noram says he posted in the group the inspiration was taken from Diamond Select. Okay, interesting.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Light Up makes me hopeful for a Human Torch in the future. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, yeah, the Jazzing Batmobile drama. I was watching that today. Oh my god, what a waste of just time. People going on that.
Fill us in.
Oh.
Yeah, spill the tea, John.
I'll spill it quick because it's not even worth it. I was watching a stream. Good guys too, but they're going at each other's throats over something so ridiculous, which is not different than the statue group. But essentially from what I caught about it is the Jazzings work in the 1989 Batmobile, right? So they sent out, apparently from what I've heard is they sent out a batch of them that they're now labeling test batches to YouTube reviewers just to test out how the QC was. So these collectors get them in hand and there's issues with them. but these are YouTube reviewers. So you have people filming YouTube reviews with issues, and they're pretty much being told, don't film. We're gonna send you out a replacement. Film that one. And then the YouTube reviewers aren't being honest, and there's this, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about these YouTube reviewers are just kissing the companies behind, and no one's being transparent. And was it really a test? Was it really a test model? Or was it a review model? Like, some are coming in with scuffs on the body, water, moisture in the actual packaging. Pedro saying it was always labeled as a test batch, and it
wasn't, I would assume.
And wasn't only YouTubers stop with the misinformation. Well, from what I understood, it was only YouTubers. Well, it was at least the majority were YouTubers. The issue resides with the YouTubers being told not to review the item. That's what it is. That's what I caught from the streams this morning, at least.
So wait, I want to ask this.
Not misinformation. It was the majority were YouTubers that were sent to review. Anyway, it was offered to people. It was offered to people. They had to pay more. They had to pay more to get it early, or not only pay more, but if not pay more, but pay up front right away to get the piece in hand. Right? They had to pay it off. The item had to be paid off. So people prompted to pay more. A lot of them were reviewers. I was watching a reviewer today who said they spent hours and hours and hours, 6 hours total, making up a review of this item, and then was told not to publish it until they get a replacement in.
So are those YouTubers just mad that they wasted time, essentially, or what? What is the?
If they paid for the product, like, they could tell Jazzic to kiss their ass. But if it was,
that's what I said.
If it's like a review copy sent to them, like, I don't know, whatever contract they had, but I don't know about that. I guess I also don't care.
Also, they volunteered. From my understanding, with some of the people that reached out to me, there was no contract. It was said alive. It was mentioned live that it was told not to do the person pays fully. It's yours. Yeah, the company's stepping up to the plate and giving them replacements, but don't do the review on the one you got that has the issues. Do it on the next batch. For me personally, if I had a company, if I paid for a product and it was a test batch, I would scream everywhere on the review, "This is a test batch. Any issues with the product, remember this is a test batch and will be resolved upon the next batch."
Nah, man, I don't understand. Test batch? Why am I paying for a test batch? If you like sending it like to test your process, I shouldn't pay for it. I don't know. Like, did they send it to them to? I'm so confused about the whole calling it a test batch. If you're shipping your product to customers that have paid, it's weird.
So he was asked not to review a defective product. Like, the YouTube reviewer was asked not to review a defective product.
And who's the YouTube reviewer?
It sounds like this process was just shitty, and they shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, that's it. That's it.
How do you ask someone not to review? It's like I get a piece in, and I can't review it because it has issues. Well, isn't that the whole point? And if it is a test batch, then label it just a test review.
Yeah. Test batches should be kept in-house, figured out. That's it.
No, their whole thing was they want. From what I'll just stay.
Yeah, quiet. I don't have the context, so I shouldn't speak on it.
Yeah,
so,
I'll just stay quiet.
Yeah. I don't know shit other than what you just said.
But there's a lot of drama surrounding it. I didn't even have it in the show sheet today because it's like,
damn, Vega, pause.
Whatever.
Fuck off, Buck. I can't even eat a pretzel. Damn.
With Jazzy,
you're doing more than eating that pretzel.
Personally, with Jazz Inc. and stories I've heard is issues with QC as well. So keep that in mind. But regardless, you get a product in from any company, test, not test, you should review it if you want to, especially if you paid for it in full. That's just my take.
That's true.
Yeah, that's just and I understand as a company, you're going to want to say, hey, this was a test, but just what's the issue with labeling it as a test and that it's going to be resolved? Or I don't know. There's just funny business everywhere.
Honestly, though, like screw those YouTubers, man. It's all the companies that want to send out like review copies. I'll be your shill as long as I get to keep the statue. I'll spend all my credibility and I'll give up. I'll give up on YouTube after I get the statue.
Yeah, tell me about it. I wanted to say this, Jarhead. You got your show Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes, sir. I figured since this was a hot topic,
Yeah, hell yeah, I love this idea. That's why I didn't want to get too much into like the customs and so forth. I think you're gonna have a great show and good comparison on Sunday. So
if you look at all those statues, they're all pretty badass. So
yeah,
they look good, man.
Are those the only ones you'll be reviewing?
Yeah, there's some other ones out there that like venomized ones, and like he's just standing like on the ground. So like museum ones that I just didn't add in there just because to me when you see Ghost Rider, it's like you want to see him with the bike, and you don't want to see a variant of Ghost Rider. Like venomized Ghost Rider never really made sense to me, anyways, because venomized like they are hurt by fire. So what is that? It makes no sense to me.
Right. I just didn't know if you were gonna like use like PCS's 1/6 and
no, it's just these
the older stuff. Yeah, no, that's cool. I was just wondering.
It's got to make sure you only show production photos, Jarhead.
Roger that, book. Is there anything else I need to know to do?
Remember to tell everyone that customs suck.
No, I won't do that, but yeah. So Sunday at 3 Eastern.
Yes, sir. 3 p.m. Eastern. Custom produced. Link will be in the description of the video. I'll make sure to link it. We mentioned Spooktacular. Let's get into Tweeterhead. Okay, with Tweeterhead, a few things to mention. What do you guys think about this? So their Batman, the one they released in only 1/6.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're coming out and releasing it in quarter. You can order from Sideshow at a price point of $705 with an edition size of, I wanted to say $350 if I'm not mistaken.
Now that the Catwoman came out, huh?
No. Yeah. Now that Sideshow's Batman didn't sell for shit.
Yeah, pretty much. March 2025 to May 2025 is the release point. Yeah, because remember, Sideshow doesn't typically holds the reins when it comes to releasing the pieces in quarter. That's right. So I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Yep. Sold
but
like
this is it. Again, this is a bad example. You don't like the portrait?
Those two different portrait? Are those two different portraits?
Yeah. The ears are
elongated.
An inch longer.
One's bigger. Okay, got it.
Buck, how do you feel about this, Buck?
I don't like the portrait.
Oh, no, I'm saying just about the process of now releasing quarter.
That's how it is now. They don't even ask how deep. They just want to go in.
Just stick it in. Just stick it in, right? Look,
no lube, man. It's crazy. I don't think like there's anything to be done when it comes to business practices with companies. If like we can complain all we want on like Facebook, social media, YouTube, but if on the financial end the metrics look good and this is actively making them more money, of course they're going to keep doing it. It just means the people that are talking are either not part of the target market or they're like blowing out hot air out their mouth while they like buy the stuff. So in the end, it's just like I just think the companies are slimy, and I'll never have their back when they have any issues. I'll be the first to like throw them under the bus. That's how I would treat it. There will be no goodwill for me with these companies.
Yeah, bad move in my opinion as well. I don't like this.
What do you guys think about this statue though? What do you think about this Batman?
Physique looks nice.
With all of Tweeterhead stuff, I dislike their style. Okay. And I think it's like 6 scale made bigger. I don't know. It's missing things like the like this the facial portion that you see.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a Kotobukiya action figure or a PVC statue or something.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like I feel like when it gets upscaled, it also doesn't come with a way to kind of fill in some of this detail that maybe at 6 isn't as noticeably not there or noticeably absent. But when it's larger, I would think it looks much more noticeably absent.
It also seems like the portrait on the right is painted worse than the one on the left. It looks flatter, the exposed skin, like less layer. But I think the torso on this guy looks good. The base seems the same issue that Vega's talking about. It looks ultra simple, like almost like they've smoothed it over in some degree. Like the base looks somewhat simple. Other than that, like chimney, like the chimney pipe or that pipe blowing smoke.
The smoke looks good.
But yeah, that looks good. Otherwise, his torso also looks good. His body looks good. The legs, I feel like it could be more detailed to match the torso, but the only thing I don't really like about this statue is his portrait. You know, if that was like appealing to me, I'd say this is a good statue.
Anybody else on this one?
No, it's plain. It's just too plain.
Yeah, it's not a
which.
Yeah.
My question is, which Batman is supposed to line up with the other sideshow Batman characters they've been doing?
Well,
is it supposed to be the other Batman?
To be getting one. I was hoping we were getting one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's one of these two that have been recently released. So which one, after you've released this whole like darker, different collection with the Penguin, the Poison Ivy, the Joker being darker. Now, which Batman's going to go with those?
We don't have one yet.
I don't think either one does.
What about the Batman versus Joker? That's kind of in that same vein. It's like, that darker. Like I would see that would going for a standalone Batman. Like I don't know if they're going to do that, but
but that makes no sense to release a Rogues Gallery. A good portion of it actually, compared to how many usually come out, and they were all in a similar kind of darker version style. Why would you not do the Batman to match when that's going to be the one you think you're going to sell the most? Is what I'm saying. That would be your piece that you bring out at the end, and you say, "Here you go, what you've all want to match all these rogues y'all bought," because they sold pretty well so far. I mean, it's a pretty light line. It's obviously a line in the art direction they were going for. So where did that art direction go as far as the Batman statue? Did it just not come together, or are we supposed to believe one of these was it? Because this was not it. Obviously, this doesn't matter.
It's not like they might not have time to release another Batman. I mean, there's Spooktacular coming up. You don't know. I mean, they could come out with another Batman in the next couple months. So you never know.
Or maybe they're just
this looks like a toy in quarter scale. Sorry, it's my opinion, but it comes down to the face sculpt and the face paint. And the other one at 6 scale it worked okay, but at this scale it's just not. It wouldn't fit any other statues they've been releasing. I mean, I have like 3 of them, and looking at the textures and the paint work on them, especially the Joker, this is like a fifth of the amount of paint work and the amount of detail, and I don't know. It just doesn't fit. But yeah, I mean, they can release 17 more Batmans, but why release these at all if they don't work with anything? If they're just is this supposed to just be for the Catwoman? You just put those two together?
No, they're doing a whole. Yeah, this is from Tweeterhead. This is for their Gotham line that they're doing.
So this is not. That's not supposed to go with that line. It's a totally different company. So
totally different company. So
yeah, this will go with the Catwoman and
go with the
Catwoman characters that they
Superman and the Wonder Woman.
No. They're talking about the whole diorama. Or the whole line. This is the scene this is supposed to make that they're looking at.
Yeah, but they're advertising. They advertise this Batman with the Superman and the Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, with the Trinity. Yeah.
With the Trinity, correct. Because those all came in the 1/4 and 1/6. If I'm not mistaken, it was only this Batman that didn't before this announcement. Now, the other announcement, we finally get to see a full reveal of the Catwoman maquette. This is by Tweeterhead. 2 versions. You get the quarter scale and 6 scale version. 6 scale coming in at $520 on Sideshow. $6.55 for the quarter scale. Now you can also order this via Tweeterhead for $4.95, and the Tweeterhead exclusive is you get the portrait on the right, where the goggles are on her forehead, as opposed to on her eyes. So the Sideshow exclusive will be the one with the goggles on her face. The exclusive for Tweeterhead is all 3 portraits with the goggles on her forehead there.
I know we're past it, but I don't think that Superman came out in quarter scale.
I don't know if it came out in quarter. I never said it came. I said the Superman may have. I know that Wonder Woman did. The Batman now. I'm not sure about the Superman, but I know the Trinity and 6 scale all go together.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking.
Just to be clear, this is the Batman maquette that was teased in text by Sideshow for the last 4 months, right, or 5.
No,
this is the plan, because it's no longer on their site as a. This is no longer on their site as a coming soon. The Batman.
I don't know if it was how it was teased, but this is
they
Tweeterhead
tease
product.
Tweeterhead stuff on their coming soon page, and other companies, Hot Toys, they do that as well on their coming soon page. Because I remember they were teasing there was what's the name of the 12 Days of Sideshow? They teased some Tweeterhead products, Masters of the Universe. Remember when the He-Man on Battle Cat and Skeletor and Panther?
Yeah,
so they do tease Tweeterhead products on their coming soon pages, and even
what I'm saying is their coming soon page no longer teases a Batman maquette quarter scale, which is what was the tease 4 or 5 months ago or whatever. It wasn't a premium format. It was never called that in the tease on the text.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. I'm just saying I'm looking on it now, and it's no longer there. So I'm trying to figure out if this is supposed to fill this Batman.
And more than likely is
ended up being
because Twitter.
So they don't have another Batman on the horizon, is what I'm trying to get to. Because the pushback I was getting was, oh, they're just doing another Batman in 3 months, but they don't have that on the horizon. These are the Batman you're getting this year, the 2 that they've released. So.
Yeah, I don't anticipate that they throw another one out there, but I do also understand the thought of, the rest of this year you probably won't get one. First quarter of next year, you absolutely could. But at this point, is it too far removed from the line that they've created?
Yeah, well, that's the whole point I'm making, is that it looks like they're pulling from the line, like they're pulling away from it instead of going along with it. Like in other words, it's like, okay, we've done, let's release a comic book with a storyline, right? We're going to build up these characters, and then we're just going to take a side. We're going to go to the side and do an Elseworld story in the middle. And then we might come back and finish out the story. And
this Batman has nothing to do with Sideshow's product line. Nothing. Completely separate.
Right. But Sideshow also released another Batman recently that was blue and black. Is that the one that's supposed to match?
That's the one.
That's the whole question I'm asking.
That's the Batman that they released with the line. That's probably the one they want you to use for now. Yeah. That's the only thing that's the only Batman. The other Batman they released was the Gotham by Gaslight. You're not going to use that one.
No. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think any of them match.
Ideally, which one?
The Batman
and Joker. Ideally, what I would have recommended they do was pull that Batman versus Joker Batman and put that as an individual statue. And I think that would go with it very well. But this was the Batman and Catwoman combo. If you don't want to do the Trinity with the Superman and Wonder Woman, especially in quarter, because both Vega and Gabriel mentioned Superman didn't come in quarter. So, but then again, maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you finish your thought.
I was going to say maybe Superman didn't come in quarter because that one Sideshow had up their sleeve.
Yeah,
they just put up.
What do you think about the head sculpts, John, for this Catwoman?
I think the Catwoman's the better statue out of the 2. I had the Wonder Woman in hand. The Wonder Woman was actually really nice. I had her in 6 scale. She was actually a pretty cool piece. The Catwoman, the portrait looks. I don't mind the portrait. I think it's a nice Catwoman portrait. The basic one, the one on the left. Yeah, I like the portrait. It's a nice Catwoman.
The one with the goggles reminds me of a bug.
Yeah, the goggles reminds me of an old DC Direct bust they did. But yeah, the one on the left it's a nice. I can't complain about the portrait. It's nice. The pose, it goes well with the Batman, for sure. It ties well with the Batman. This piece.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Look, perfectly posed so that no one's covering anything up, really.
Yeah. Yeah, Pedro's saying they look comic art to you. Yeah, the Catwoman does look comic art. For sure. Not my Batman, personally.
I'm sorry, it just reminded me of that comic, that Catwoman comic that came out years and years ago, where they had to redo the cover. Do y'all remember that?
No, I don't know which one.
Just lots of
memories. Hit me up on Facebook if you can, because I want to know a little bit more about that jazzing stuff. So if you can hit me up on Facebook or email, whatever, everydaycollector@gmail.com if you don't have Facebook. Okay. Anybody else with this combo? $4.95 again. If you go through Tweeterhead site, again, just be warned with Tweeterhead site, they're under construction in the sense that they're trying to improve their customer service, line of communication. So take that into mind. But if you're in the US, they're already quoting you $45 shipping, and you save $25 as well. So
that's the only way you're getting that third portrait too.
And that's correct.
Catwoman proportions just seem funny to me.
Her back end, but we didn't get any photographs. They did a 360 of the Batman, but they didn't do a 360 of the Catwoman.
Someone sent it to me, and I think they work with Twitter. And
is that what happened? Okay.
In the comment section, I don't know if maybe the pictures out there already, and you just haven't seen it.
It wasn't on the. I get my off the site and off the marketing of the site, so it could.
You want me to send it to you?
If you want to, yeah, sure.
Let me do it. I'll send you I'll find it because it was in a reply to me on Facebook. Someone sent me.
Okay, perfect. I just found it all. Yeah. Okay, awesome. It's out there, perfect. Let's move on to PCS. PCS has shown their third scale. This was a tease. Vega, thank you for posting in the group. From Underworld to pair with the Marcus. Pre-order is going to open September 19th, 2024.
William.
We had a special guest want to stop by to make a comment.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
I missed it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, it's okay, Buck. Don't worry, buddy. We'll help you. We'll help you. We'll teach you one day.
For everybody who's interested in the Underworld, here's your tease at William in third.
I don't care for. I'm not going to collect this movie or anything like that. I just get excited every time I see a werewolf because I want a werewolf. So I'm waiting for a werewolf. So every time I see one, I'm just hoping, yes. And then we'll eventually just get like an original line type of werewolf.
Yeah. Ice stepped away. I was going to ask him if he comes back. I'll ask him what he thinks. I know he was into Underworld, his pieces, but we'll keep on blowing through. They also showed a Gargoyles, what they're working on Gargoyles project. No scale yet, but a lot of nostalgia here on this one.
Yeah, Ant said probably 1/5. At least that's what he's thinking right now.
1/5? Okay.
Yeah. You know, the fucking wingspan in any, even in 1/5, that's going to be big.
Yeah.
These are pretty big characters.
Who is this from?
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
No. Who is making it?
PCS.
Yes.
PCS.
That looks cool.
I could see Looney Tunes, or not Looney Tunes. What is it? Michael Jordan? Space Jam, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
What's that chick's name? We need the chick.
License.
Anyone remember her name? The one
Demona?
with the red hair?
Demona?
Yeah, Demona.
Pedro saying, nice dial.
Honestly, it's cool. It really is cool.
I wanted to ask you, Ice, what were your thoughts on the PCS Marcus? Sorry, William.
I think it looks good, bro. I like. Did they say that they're going to? Is it going to be like the real fur, or were they going to sculpt it? I can't remember.
Looks
So far,
sculpted.
it's
It looks
looking
sculpted.
good.
It does look sculpted. Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
All right, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And again, for all you Gargoyles fans, now I did a little digging. We don't have to go too much into it, but the problem I have with PCS now is, what are we going to do with release dates? Right, we were talking about release dates, Prime 1, Sideshow, and so forth. Let's talk about PCS for a second. Akuma, the half scale, everyone remembers?
Mm-hmm.
March to July 2024.
Hmm.
No one's gotten it yet.
Mm-mm.
Storm, the museum pose, we know they have had the issue. They've taken it back. They're working on it, but still no one's received it. Candyman, set to go out July to September. They've given us an update that the ball should be rolling. We're in September.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Storm, Dynamic Storm, we haven't seen anything on her. She's scheduled to go out July to September. You know, the dynamic one on the Sentinel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen anything. Species, September to November.
With the nipples?
With the nipples. Haven't
With
seen
the
anything.
nips.
Daredevil, one that I would think you'd want to push out the door or out the window because of the popularity of this. August to October. That's next month. Nothing. Killer Clowns, Jumbo, August to October. We haven't seen anything yet. Gozer, September to November. Vaporella, September to November. Conan, the regular one, TBD, to be determined release. And the War Paint is August to November. So it's like, damn, that's not even everything. Devastator is supposed to be October to December. That monstrosity. We haven't seen anything.
Leatherface too.
I didn't even get everything. That was just a quick little.
Well, I want my damn Leatherface, so
That's like the kind of stuff that I can understand at the beginning, getting a lot of like hate, and you're like, but now we're hitting the pavement running. Like, where is the stuff? Yeah, we're getting excited with pre-orders, but now this is where we now put our money where our mouth is. Like,
yeah, and they keep adding more pre-orders on top.
They keep adding more. So it's, at what point do people start saying, "Well, damn, John, you brought up some good points," and we were fucking wrong for jumping on your back.
How many statues was that you just listed for in the same like 2-month range or 3?
I didn't even mention the RoboCop. Did the real RoboCop release? Because that was supposed to be February to April.
no,
Wow.
because that was mentioned in the most previous.
The last thing that got released from them was what? Shredder?
Blade
Blade
Museum. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that I just pulled up.
Wow.
Where are they going to pull this out of? What hole are they going to pull this out of? And there's more stuff being shown.
Right. Once you end up at so much of a backlog, it's go ahead and everything is going to be pushed. So now you're on a whole new timeline.
I just remember John's feet being held to the fire. Who is this guy? And what's he talking about? And you just hate the company. I don't want anybody to fail, but I also don't want anybody to put up their money and get stuck, because this leads to a big issue, as in, okay, well, my Akuma is supposed to come in March to July. It's now exceeded the time. I know. Now let's go with Vega's. I don't know who made the point. I think it was Vega. With Vega's point, as in, well, I ordered it for March and July, but a slew of other items have come out that I'm interested in. I want to now cancel. Would the collector be entitled to the NRD because it's past the release time?
They're gonna say no. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what becomes problematic. You get collectors to start pulling NRDs. That's not good. So this is what I was scared of. That's 13 pieces that I just mentioned.
And I'm sure that wasn't even all of them. There's probably
That's not all of them. There's more than 11 pages full of product on that website.
And I've shared this a little bit, but this is not the only place in which this is being discussed. This is not the only place. This is the rate, PCS's rate of pre-order and their rate of release, and the large disparity between them as the year and year has gone on is definitely being caught on to by others as well. A lot of concerns and alarm bells are going off.
Yep. So that's why it's again not for anybody to fail, but I'm out here and it's just something to talk about. It's something to bring an attention to when you see a company just continue to put pre-orders and renders and just I don't know. That's considering those 13 pieces are going to come out with half decent QC is what we have to look out for as well. So we'll keep you posted here. I may do a video on my own because it's not something to kind of ring out completely with a full panel because I know it's a sensitive topic, but it's going to be ringed out just because of the amount of heat that I got over this company.
You heard it here, folks. Gargoyles to be released in collector's hands 2029. See.
Well,
there you go.
Even.
Maybe.
It's your time, Vega. XM Studios. The only news that we got from XM, surprisingly, we got some news. This was it. Wow. StreamYard's just... So XM Studios... Do I still have it? Wow, I don't have it. Okay, never mind.
I don't even know what news you had.
I know, I didn't have news.
I haven't seen XM forever.
I was going to play the crickets, but I don't have the crickets. I thought I had the crickets. Oh.
It's XM Studios.
There, we'll do this. I don't know what happened with XM, but at least they could be struggling, but at least they're not like they did that whole interview, but they aren't trying to build a hype train with continuously showing more. Right? They're taking a step back, and they're like, okay, we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. They're doing whatever they have to behind the scenes, I hope, but they're not like trying to shut the community up by showing more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Does that make?
I don't know, that whole art thing, artist deal thing, where they're gonna paint
the Founders Edition.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not a fan of that?
No. I don't know. I just want my last XM piece and I'm done.
What's that?
It's a Witchblade.
The Witchblade, and that's it. You have that on order already?
Bro.
Hopefully you get it.
That's not coming for a while. It was supposed to release earlier this year, I think.
No, it's always been scheduled for quarter. But yeah, I imagine it'll be like quarter 20.
Ken says they did their hype train 3 years ago, hinted at 40 pieces in 1 month.
Oh, is that when they did the crosswords or the word finds?
Oh, I remember that.
Is that what he's alluding to? Because I'm trying to think of when else they would have hinted at so much at one time. Remember, they put out a bunch of word finds.
But I think that word find was for that anniversary where they brought all those pieces back, like the Magneto on Throne.
No, that was all new stuff.
He was talking about when there was that big moment when there was like all those like statues and shadows. Remember that when they were going through that phase?
Oh, okay.
They were showing like a bunch of them like in shadows.
Spidey.
Yeah. That followed the word find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I was going to mention about XM earlier was XM is the only company making PCS's delivery rates look good.
Yeah.
because because
I don't know
obviously XM's is miserable. Like, they still aren't even the things that they the shipping update they provided.
Yep.
I haven't seen anything end up in hand other than a few Venoms, which had already released a batch in the past, and then the X-Force Wolverine.
Exactly.
The Optimus Prime bus they did the assembly for. I think they did it for the Megatron as well. Haven't seen those in hands. The Superman was supposed to come out. The Absolute Carnage, I believe, was also on that list. This was really June or July, whichever J month it was. Nothing. So they're still on the struggle bus.
Hopefully they can snap out of it. But yeah,
I feel like with all of this. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was going to say, I just feel like with all of this delays in production, I feel like some factories had to have shut down, like just industry wide.
They did.
Well, they lost 2, right?
They announced that.
They announced that they lost at least 2.
Yeah.
Well, they must have all been sharing because it's affected.
Oh, they do.
At least those 2 companies for sure.
They do.
Like we mentioned PCS. Let's mention XM. That I think Buck had updated it. Witchblade was supposed to go out Q2.
Yeah, Q2 this year is supposed to be out. We're in Q3. So Q3 is about to end. It's not even on the shipping updates on their website. It's not there.
Yeah. So
Buck,
Q4 2025.
Wasn't there something that came up with XM and
Divine?
Yeah.
They canceled a statue that they had shown at a con. I believe it was Robin Hood that they canceled. They said it's
Yeah,
not
I heard about that. Did they cancel the partnership though?
Or Zenoscope? I don't know.
I think that was what was becoming speculated on.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know for sure what is happening. We just heard that the specific statue was canceled. People were worried that Witchblade would be canceled, and then a few days after that, we saw like a video on Virtual Devil's channel, reviewing the prototype for the statue, and he said like XM sent it to him. So the assumption is if XM's sending prototypes to this guy for the statue, it's still coming out. So especially if it's that recent.
Yeah, but they should be communicating that, to be honest.
They definitely should be.
Witchblade is done.
It's done? And what's
That's
that?
it, yeah.
I kind of think
coming out.
it's time to put the iPad down and get to work at this point, but he's still watching. It is what it
Everyone
is.
loses their NRD.
I don't think that will happen. But like hopefully sooner rather than later. One thing, the signs for the company slowing down or like they have a huge backlog and like they're not saying anything about it, they're not updating people. Like that's like signs of like no cash flow. And if I was to like just guess at what it is, Sideshow is not having the same kind of issues these other companies are having. I'm sure like it's been a bit painful and rough because their ESs have dropped significantly, but like Sideshow clearly has more money.
Yeah.
XM's gonna roll out MX Studios when they come back.
Oh man, that's not good. John.
Or Studios MX. Yeah.
A company like XM should not be pulling chains like this. You should be communicating. You should be getting out there. You can't. A company like XM can't be pulling this shit. As in, we're gonna come out. We're already delayed. We were already quiet. And didn't come out in a timely manner. So we come out, do a video interview, and then give you a schedule and still don't abide by that schedule. You were better off not doing any interview than coming and giving us a timeline and not abiding by that timeline. You were better off just staying in your corner and because you're just giving the people hope. That's all.
Let me ask you this. When they do come back, do you think they're going to continue their lines?
Yeah. Based on all the information we have at this point, they sure do think so.
Yeah.
They announced more character. That was the bulk of that interview, was talking about all the other damn characters that they're going to make.
Slifer says, but hey, those flame paints. God damn.
Leave it a slide, right? Throw more gas in the fire.
Hopefully they could get their shit together because like the Hulkbuster behind them, the White Knight, War Tank. This is a company that was
Samurai.
top
of the top.
at the top, and now it is 2024. It is September, and they have put out 4 pre-orders and ain't delivered on shit.
And it's to the point where even the distributors and resellers are having their necks choked. Even they're struggling when collectors are going to them and saying, "Hey, I want to. If you're a reseller, man, a collector comes to you, I want to cancel it."
Tight spot, and then XM can just tell you, "Screw you.
Exactly.
You don't have jurisdiction to sell our products." It's like one.
That's what they, bro. It's not, you're laughing. That's it. Hopefully they can turn it around. I have hope for that. A lot of people were happy. A lot of people were excited for that Iron Man gantry setup. So,
yeah, and I still got the XM Spider-Man transformation coming too.
That one is on their website, on their tables. It was. I honestly think when I checked before, it was supposed to come out Q3, but it says Q4 now. So, got all the way till December.
I know Buck may love this, but I just really wanted to see them continue their XM line because their first 2 were pretty solid, in my opinion.
XM line? In what sense?
Yeah, well, I don't even know if it's actually a line, but with the Cyclops and Beast, those 2 are really nice, in my opinion.
Oh, X-Men line. I thought you said XM line.
I thought I heard. X-Men.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, X-Men. Sorry.
Yeah, because Buck's a lover of mutants.
Yeah, everything XM's about to do is all going to be Dawn of X.
Nah, that is not interesting. Yeah, except maybe the Marvel girl. The Marvel girl might be nice.
Let's get into some Prime One. Prime One, quite a bit of news today, actually. First, let me pull up their website. We'll go there for a second.
Look at that queen of the showcase right there, Miss Megan.
The Boys?
I get to see that movie.
Billy Butcher from The Boys. Edition size to be announced, coming in at a price point of $849 for the deluxe. December 2025 to March 2026. Blitzway collaboration. Mixed media. We got the light up eyes. What are you guys thinking?
Oi, Yui. I'm landed on took me wife for me son.
Wow.
Boy.
Any thoughts on this?
I don't know, man.
Pretty boring to me.
I think the hype has kind of calmed down for The Boys.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that.
Even when the hype was high, I don't think I would have wanted to buy this.
A Homelander for sure, but I don't know about
not a Butcher.
Yeah, headstand's just the chest. Yeah, it's kind of weird, Terminator-esque.
Yeah, that's weird. I think
not Blitzway's best work.
I agree, it's not.
Would have been nice to get like A-Train or Deep instead of Butcher.
See, I think the Butcher is developed more on what he says rather than what he does and looks. So when you get a statue of this person, he looks like a regular, character, like nothing too exotic.
And it looks like a statue of some guy.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to dumb it down that hard, but yeah, I mean, basically, we know who the actor is, but
you know who it is, yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta understand, Johnny. We have to dumb it down for some people.
The teeth look nice, though. I'll give them that. God damn, the teeth aren't bad at all.
That's the best. That's the best portrait out of all of them, right there.
Or what if we got a Starlight season 1 and season 3 portrait?
Oh, you see here, they lent this portrait out to Sideshow to paint. See those eyes?
Oh man,
damn.
That's probably the light up isn't on, or is it because it's crossed?
Yeah, that's what it is. No, it's you can see the eye. This is the light up portrait with the lights off.
Mm-hmm. I think I prefer them without the. I don't know. Is it because of the overspray on the eyes?
Yeah, it's like
it helps it look when the light is on, I guess.
Yeah, when it's on, it's exactly like. Yes, sir. Look at this chicken scratch on the chest, too. Oh no. Okay, this is not a. I don't know.
Oi.
We'll see.
That's all I can think about. Oi.
I can't do an accent, but I just think fucking cunt.
Well,
That's what he says.
that'll do it.
I'll do it. Cancel.
If you're a boys fan, there you go. What's his face?
Bloody
His face
saves.
is supposed to come to Homelander, so
We need Starlight.
Starlight, Starbright.
What about What about that quarter scale pricing there for Prime One?
This is quarter.
Yeah.
But
John learned something new every
I
stream.
thought this was third. Shit.
No, buddy, this is
quarter
Oh, this is not a good. Okay.
I think it's priced like this because they know they can't get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to bet
They
the
can get
ES
away
is,
with everything, Buck.
ES is going to be like 150 for this.
Yeah,
Deluxe.
it's gonna be
It's
very
saying
low.
that I firmly believe this is getting canceled. Like,
Oh, you don't think it'll get enough orders?
yep.
I could see that. I don't think this is like, yeah, I could see that happening. It's happening.
Well, John, what do you think of Homelander?
Homelander looked okay too. They haven't put it up for pre-order as of yet.
I'm better.
He's not up yet.
No,
Is he up? No, he's not up
no,
yet.
he's
no.
not.
He was shown
Oh,
at the
man.
showcase, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't.
think
I wouldn't have gone with Billy first.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were
I-
smart
I-
by going with Billy first,
Yeah.
business wise.
That's interesting.
Because some people might go, I'm just gonna get Homelander, nothing
Exactly.
else.
Yep.
Okay.
So, do you think what do you think would sell more, the Boys duo 1/4 or the John Wick 4 duo 1/4?
John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick's.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
How about y'all?
the base, I think, on John Wick's, I mean, how they go together, I think that really is nice.
They
I
should
think
do-
the
bases.
characters are just. I think that whole franchise is just so much more popular.
yeah. Or maybe
Stand
you
the
get
King, great price.
A Train killing Huey's girl. Friend.
Hey, that'd be fantastic.
You know, that
I
would be
agree.
cool. Huey just with his hands, just like that, holding what's her names? Yeah, just
Yeah.
like that would be cool.
I agree with Stanley. Price $8.49 for quarter. The light up.
This shows you how much these statues really cost.
These boy statues, Noram saying these boy statues need to be leaning hard on extreme absurdity, like the show, to stand out, like the squid blowing
He's not completely wrong.
wrong.
I don't know
He's not
that
wrong.
anyone's going to buy that,
He's not wrong.
but yeah, the show is based on this absurdity, this extreme exaggeration of, and you're not capturing that in that set. That's just a guy standing there.
I want a
Yeah,
Robin
yeah.
statue from season 1 when she evaporates.
Who's
Damn.
Robin?
Exactly.
The girl.
I remember the girlfriend. Remember that gets hit by.
Adrian.
The reason the boys exist.
I don't even know how you know her name because she died like.
That's the only
Before-
episode I watched.
She was there for like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. So this I thought was cool. This is Prime One
Statue of the Year.
adopting. This is Prime One adopting the behind the scenes kind
Yeah.
of video of the painters and so forth.
And honestly, I just want to say, I think every statue should have this. Like, this is cool. Like, it really gives more depth.
Painter's Eye, they're calling it.
Nice.
Second episode. But this guts and Casca piece, the way they depict it
Yeah.
here in the video, holy mac.
Look how big it is.
John, is this the biggest Berserk piece to date?
No,
No,
definitely not.
No?
Ganishka versus
Yeah,
Guts
Guts,
and
yeah.
Guts, that's the
Oniri.
biggest one.
That's $5
Oh,
for that one.
And then there's even like a Zod in his apostle form.
Oh, this is so nice. But like for Prime One to be doing these, damn, things must be.
Yeah, I told you. When Prime
Yeah.
One starts acting like they give a shit about the community,
Prime One
money
to be on the camera. Yeah, something's crack-a-lack in there. but they keep on doing it. Sideshow's had the
Correct.
recipe. Sideshow's had the recipe for years. So take notes. But it's cool. I liked it, and I thought that this really showed off the piece very well. This
Yeah, of
doesn't do anything,
course.
but help them, in my opinion. The scale on this is wild.
I think what sells this piece beyond the obvious is how they do all the I forget their names. I'm gonna butcher it, but the characters to the side, how they have the paint application on like from the base up, how it mimics the I guess you could say light or the ground. That's awesome.
The apostles, yeah.
Apostles, yes.
See the way it's what we complain about, like the overspray, but I don't know. Here it looks executed well. I don't know how production's gonna look. I haven't pulled the trigger on this yet. I've heard that ES on this is expected to be very low. Whether that's true or not, we'll see. But it's not gonna make me pull the trigger.
Well, don't dioramas, aren't their ESs usually lower?
Depending on the popularity of them. There's a light up.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's on Prime One site. I'll link it as well. I'll do my homework after the show, but hopefully they do more of these. They just got a freaking. They didn't even put a tablecloth, bro. They just got some painter's rack there and some. And they just said, "F it."
But I think that's on purpose, though, to show like the rawness of
Yeah, for sure.
Behind the scenes.
Oh, we are just in a different world of collecting. 2024 is just a different world, people.
This is so crazy.
It's-
People bought this, man. It's crazy.
People bought what?
The statue. It's so expensive.
You don't like it?
I
Oh,
do
it's
like
expensive?
it.
What was it, 18 or something like that? 16, 18? John has been converted to anime when once he was putting it down. Hey, I was converted to Berserk. I'm open to anything.
Pause. Yeah, but he hasn't read the manga, so
no. Has John found?
Well, you haven't read it?
No, I haven't read it. Enough time to read anything right now. You guys know what my life consists of. Oh my god! If you had a day.
He watched anime. He watched the anime.
I watched
a bunch of the movies and stuff.
All of them.
Which is the beginning of the story. You have the whole journey after that.
That's fine. I want to savor it too. I don't want it to be
Damn! Here, this whole time I thought like, oh, this guy knows stuff. What?
Peanut gallery here now. Let's hear it.
Oh,
John out here going for all these statue companies taking forever to release a statue, and he's trying to savor the Berserk experience. He's not going to read this shit till 2040. We're all going to be on fucking canes and walkers by then.
I want to.
No, is the plan to be an empty nester?
Peanut gallery number 2 laughing at over there.
I finally read chapter 248. Let me tell you fellas what happened.
They put something in the peanut butter.
Hey?
That peanut butter was tempted. Wow, and the Canadian slander too.
You like that?
All right, let's keep going.
Wow.
Keep this up, Prime One. These behind the scenes. You're 10 steps ahead because this isn't anything new. But thank you for at least adopting this. Thank you for adopting it and getting it taken care of. Out of the box, don't have to spend too much time on this. Some of the guys picked this up. This is the what is this thing called? The Optimus Prime
Power Master.
Power Master.
Yeah.
Behemoth. 12-minute out of the box they put. We're obviously not going to watch it all, but what I really wanted to show you was the pieces and the whole pieces upon pieces. Look at that.
What is that? Over 100 pieces, all in all.
This is craziness. And that's the one thing I want to give Prime One credit on is the QC to ensure all those pieces are packaged.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying for it, so it should be there. But still, you know what I mean? Saying like all the intricate details, all those small pieces in there, You see that, and you don't hear a lot of issues with these Transformer pieces and collectors getting them in with missing pieces, or at least I don't. Doesn't come across my desk. So I give them credit there.
Yeah. I bet it's fun putting this together, though.
I'm sure it's a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a drink, kick back, relax. You do this over a weekend. Hell yeah. That's the world I haven't crossed into yet is Transformers. But shout out to Ledge. I know he's waiting for his. Now, this is a collector who posted some photos on the Prime 1 site. I included his name on the right just to give him a shout out because I unfortunately can't read that. So,
how do you pronounce it?
Buck, how do you pronounce it?
And you call yourself a Berserk fan.
I want to use it.
You can't even read Japanese. Come on, man.
I want to give credit where it's due. These are not my photos, so wow. Do you collect things? Just stick to superheroes, John. Wow. Do you collect things?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So here we go. So just photos he shared.
So this is just an RP style piece.
Is that what this is? The Power Master? It's not based on any.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you. Like,
it's heavily inspired by Gundam. I feel
Gundam. Okay.
And
Josh Nizzi, I know is.
Yeah, the concept is a unique concept by Josh Nizzi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That was it. Some photos of that.
No.
For all the Transformer collectors.
I think I'll end up with a Transformers piece before it's all said.
One day. Lastly, so communication-wise, I do see Prime 1 in their Facebook group answering questions and so forth. So here's some things that were mentioned. The collector had posted this photo saying, are we going to get the Brachiosaurus scene? Now, Ice knows very well that I'm after this piece. Iron Studios, I think, knocked it out of the park already. This exact scene. They just killed it. Perfect depiction that they did in 10th. Or whatever scale it was. I don't think it was 10th, but it was very well done. Very hard to come by piece. Collector was wanting this. Now, Prime 1 had shown this previously. There was a pending on approval. And now Johnny has come out in the group saying it's going to be a collector wanted it in 1/15. He's come out to say the project, this was originally pending approval, but the project has been remade and it's going to be in a better pose. So stay tuned for updates. So this is still coming for all you Jurassic Park fans.
Nice.
But I don't know how you're going to top that Iron Studios one because it has the characters, Alan, what's the other guy's name? The professor, the one that created everything, and her name I forgot. It's slipped my mind.
Dr. Hammond?
Hammond, of course, and
Malcolm.
Allie. Was it Allie? I think it was Allie.
Yep, Laura Dern.
Yeah, they did knock that out of the park.
Yeah.
No, Cypher. If this was third scale, you would take the roof off your house.
Oh, bro. Third scale? Whoa.
I don't know what scale. What scale was yours, Ken?
1/15 is the Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom, right? 1/15.
Yeah, and then my Rotunda is non-scale.
Okay.
It's smaller though.
Smaller one.
Ken, do you get the 1/3 Rotunda?
No, I got the smaller one.
The smaller
1/3 Rotunda. No.
Jarhead, you gotta hop off.
Yeah, man, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I know it's getting late, man. All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
You get the invite.
Of course.
Later,
We'll see
man.
you Sunday, man.
Good night, Jarhead.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, Prime 1's done a few different scales for their dinos.
Yeah.
They've done 1/10, 1/15, 1/38, non.
And actually, the Rotunda got the non-scale. It's actually a 1/20th scale. I figured it out because I was trying to pair some stuff with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful what you did with that one.
No,
with the Fallen Kingdom.
Mm.
Remember we saw this Batman the Berserker piece? This is still coming. They're in the painting stage right now, and they're going to try to have it ready for the next showcase.
I don't know how this will perform.
Well, John has to buy one, so there's one.
The thing is, they're going to make it absurdly expensive, and it's something no one
gives a shit about. Like it's
wow.
like in terms of, you know, this.
Sure.
Besides,
IPs that are
it
like,
almost looks like a Final Fantasy like armor set.
There you go.
But
crazy.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Will Berserk fans gravitate to it? Probably not. Will Batman fans gravitate to it? Probably not. So probably people just think it looks cool, but how many people will just spend as much money as they will ask for on something just because it looks cool? You think this is going to be quarter or 1/3?
It'll be quarter.
You think quarter?
I mean, it's just a guess. It's a 50-50 chance.
Could be.
1/3.
1/3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1/3.
1/3 would be nice.
I'll say it's going to be one of those two.
See, I haven't gone to the part where he gets his armor yet, so I have no connection to this yet.
Yeah,
I'm scared. I'm
Keyword.
scared of continuing the Berserk story and it ruining or hindering that whole what I just experienced with the Golden Arc. That was just beautiful. I'm saying
You have to continue. It was Berserk without pain, suffering, loss, sorrow.
Describe my life.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Cypher, Prime 1's going the quarter route. I'm concerned that Catwoman Hush is going to be released in quarter now. Oh, Cypher, don't say that.
Don't worry. Now.
Oh yeah, it is.
They're going to release it in every scale you need.
It just they're gonna test the waters first, see how much people like it, and then they'll,
Of course.
It's crazy though. I didn't realize how much of a shift Prime 1 has had from third scale to quarter scale.
Oh,
It is
night and day,
eye-popping.
Yeah.
A lot
It
more
all started with
anime.
Constantine.
Another one rushing. Everyone's rushing. John just watched the whole thing already. What are you waiting for?
He did.
Savor.
We pretty much watched
I watched pretty much everything.
pretty much everything. It's the rest of the story that's only in manga form that
Savor it, guys, like a good pizza.
my pizza
Damn.
is over in the course of a couple days though, John. Jeez.
Hey, John, if
Damn.
you savor a pizza too long, it's gonna be cold, man.
Cold pizza's great pizza. What the
Hey,
that's a bad argument there, Bill.
Hey,
Bill,
Depends on the pizza.
starting to question you, Bill. Kidding. Damn
come
toys.
on, man. You know everything in Canada's cold.
Wow.
We're back to Canada hate. Yay. All right,
Oh yeah.
Damn toys.
One
Who's
thing,
damn
one
toys?
last thing to mention. Prime 1. I didn't write this down. That's why I didn't say it. Actually, I did write it down. I just missed it. Someone had mentioned. Someone had posted a photo of Alien Romulus alien scene from there and saying, "Hey, can we get this?" And they came out and said, instead of that, we rather put our efforts towards a new big chap.
Of course. Of course. Why
Is that
would
a
you
joke?
make
You're
a new
joking. No,
one?
stop.
Let's just
Is that a
redo
joke? Is that a
something
joke
we've
for real?
done multiple
No, that's 100% real.
Wow. Like,
Word for word, efforts towards a new big chap.
you know what?
Okay.
That's not a bad thing if it's a different pose.
Have y'all
Yeah,
seen
for
Alien
the-
Romulus?
for that XL line, they're gonna think of doing.
Has everyone
Yeah.
seen Alien Romulus?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll just say this one because I had two just come up to my mind. But she's in like this tunnel, and there's a bunch of xenomorphs that have already laid their foundation.
No
I'll just say
spoilers.
that.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler, but I'm just saying.
Now I know
I've,
there's tunnels. I know there's tunnels. I thought they were in space. Now there's tunnels. Okay.
it's in a ship. Okay, it's in a ship.
Okay. Now there's tunnels. Okay, we're getting spoilers after spoilers. Here. Okay. And there's a she. I thought it was
And
just a
she's
guy.
breathing. And she's breathing. Is that a spoiler too, or what?
Okay.
It's supposed to be dead.
But no, in the trailer where she's in front of because you could see in the trailer she's in front of the elevator with the pulse rifle and she's looking up. That would be a great statue, and like have some of the xenomorph like design.
I did well, right, Mitchell? I did well. Stanley, I spoil everything. Yeah, that'd be cool. Something like that.
Oh my god!
Don't you dare.
So in the beginning, right? No.
Yeah, that was it for Prime. Look at Ken going on. That was it for Prime. We'll keep you posted if anything else. I just want to run through Damn Toys.
Okay, run.
Underdog, right? They did this Godfather bust a while back, which looks good. They're responsible for a lot of figures. They've done some Godfather figures that
It's like a photo of him.
Yeah, that could be really held up to Hot Toys even. But I'm going to tell you this. I haven't seen anything like this in a while.
Yeah.
This Marilyn Monroe bust is gorgeous.
This is a bust?
This is a 1-to-1 bust.
They got
Marilyn
a
Monroe.
bust.
What, are they doing like an Infinity Studios kind of bust, like from the hip hop kind of thing?
That's kind of the vibe. That's precisely what it is. From the hip hop 1-to-1 they're doing 1-to-1 and then third scale as well. I have the photos for that as well.
Wait,
Just
wasn't someone else doing a 1/3 of her?
Damn,
yeah,
they're also
right here.
Damn.
Oh, Cypher, amazing to hear. See, this is how you know you're succeeding as a company. This won't fit anywhere in my collection, but I'm getting this.
This is how you know guys are horny.
No, well, fine, fair enough, but this is just a work of art.
Yeah, this
nothing.
is
I know nothing about Marilyn Monroe, and it makes me want to find out everything about her.
You ain't gonna read anything about it, that's for sure.
No,
No,
watched
he's
a movie.
not.
There was a movie done.
Is that mixed media? Do we know? Have they talked materials?
Yeah, that's believe it's silicone.
Okay, silicone.
That is mixed media material. That's not sculpted.
Okay.
Wow. Like a scarf or something. Yeah, that's nice.
Ken, you were gonna say this is a piece you can appreciate.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is something. I mean, she's iconic. Well, when I was younger, I mean, I'm older than you guys, of course, but she was still being talked about a lot. Like my parents, because everything was just fresh. All everything happened. I mean, sad story with her, of course. Yeah, when I first saw this, I'm like, my goodness gracious, you don't even have to collect statues to want this piece.
Yeah. I just need an audio box that says happy birthday and we're all set. Sings happy birthday. No, not funny? Okay. But yeah, this was to see Damn Toys come out of the woodwork and produce something to this level. And again, this is of course just prototype. We're not in production, but really
that's
nice.
Man. That's nice. So okay, if y'all had it for everyone on the panel, would y'all want the 1/3 or the bust?
Well, I think the bust has the likeness on the bust is much better than this 1/3.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, from what I'm seeing, like when you sit the picture on the right, I don't think if I didn't see the bust or we were talking about this, I'm not sure I'd pick up right away that was Marilyn Monroe. The bust, definitely. This one here, I thought it just looked a little bit off after I realized this was her.
Mm-hmm. Something about the eyes.
I think it loses a little. It loses a little bit on the 1/3.
Yeah,
and it's also a different expression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about giving J&D a run for their money, though.
Yeah,
of course. I mean, if who's making this one again?
Damn Toys.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is, I interrupted you. My bad. Go ahead, man.
No. I was just gonna say if they do well with this one, I could definitely see an Aubrey Hepburn of like Breakfast and Tiffany's. Tiffany's.
Did you see the Blitzway Audrey Hepburn?
Yes.
Roman Holiday or something?
Yeah, with her. I forget the
on the
bike.
Vespa.
Yeah,
that was Vespa. Really good.
Yeah.
That was really.
That
good.
is a good one. That is
someone else still Marilyn Monroe.
Blitzway has done a bunch, but never with silicone.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Just full silicone.
Yeah.
So they did two Marilyn Monroe. One in the golden dress, which looked pretty good for the time.
Cypher brings up a good point. If they come out with competitive pricing, they will bring J&D into question J&D's pricing. Well, here we go. I did a little research because nobody could find a price. We were all talking about it, but the price wasn't anywhere. You know who's going to be carrying this? Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh,
Wow.
4,000 US for the 1-to-1 bust, and we're looking at $23.99 for the 1/3.
This is in line with J&D pricing.
Yeah.
The question is though, are they going to give us J&D production?
Bingo. That's the biggest question. That Godfather though, it's come out a few years already. They did really well in production with that Godfather. So,
but that was in silicone, right?
I think it. I think it was. Let me go back for a second. I don't want to say it was or if it wasn't, but without
like
knowing, but
it
it
is.
seems like it is. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
The punched hair.
The way it's thinning up top, really
Exactly.
nice.
Yeah.
But this is a promotional picture too. It's not a production.
No, I saw some production photos.
It looked insane.
I didn't.
Good too.
Yeah, I didn't put the production photos, but yeah, I saw some. It looked good.
Awesome.
So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted, of course. But damn right, it's a lot of money to kind of. I think some people will jump on it, but I think a lot of people will sit back and wait and see production. I think that's probably the safest bet. But just nice to see a company come out of the woodwork here and really give some of these companies that are focusing on silicone a run for their money.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Mitchell saying I don't love Marilyn Monroe enough to pay those prices. Fair enough.
What?
A 1/3 Raquel Welch, 1 million years BC would be dope.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Now $39.99 if she can remove her top maybe.
Wow.
Damn it,
Lock
Ken.
that man up.
But Ken, what if they don't add the nipples?
Hey, D-Flex, I agree.
Yeah, they have to have that. I'm the one that's all for those.
I know.
You guys are limited. I'm saying they have to be.
Morning, Aspen. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Regarding actor likeness, how much % of the price goes to the actor/actress?
Ooh, well,
Depends.
I mean, it goes to her what? Her
estate.
Her estate, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes the actor or actress doesn't even own their own likeness.
The rights to their likeness?
Yeah, the rights to their likeness. So it depends on the contract that was
wow.
arranged. Yeah.
But see, she's not a character though. This is really her. That for likeness though, that's like for characters.
That's true. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, she's not a character for sure, but
isn't she
I don't know if
in the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
Yes. Yeah, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, it would be a license from whoever owns the rights to the film.
Right.
She would have signed a contract for her rights to go. Anything she did in the film, that's part of the whoever owns the film rights.
But with how old that movie was, would they even have done those kind of rights back then?
That's true.
Well,
back then they might have actually had worse contracts.
Worse,
yeah,
man.
I was going to say it was pretty bad for what's her name from Wizard of Oz. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The further you go back, the worse the contracts are for the actors.
Before they
the
started
more power the studios had. Yeah, so they could have the right. That studio could have the rights to her whole image from back then, because usually actors were they were on like a multi-year deal, or so many years they would have rights for everything. So it wasn't like movie by movie.
Mm-hmm.
You did whatever movie they brought up and put you in. So
yeah, I think The Witch had more say so in her contract than Dorothy did.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Keep you guys posted once we see production. And then just a quick update from LBS in regards to, looks like the Aquaman's in the photo shoot stage.
Nice.
So, yeah,
What
that's
don't
coming
you see
along.
in this picture? What don't you see in this picture?
Did they give him the BBL?
I don't think they gave him anything.
I thought Vegas stepped away for a second.
He's
I was
flat
where's
as a
that ball
board.
coming from? Yeah.
he's taking that medicine, that no acetol.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
That
good
was
one.
pretty good.
I like that one.
That's the
a good
best
one,
joke
D.
of the night.
Oh, that was pretty good. I'm proud of you, D-Rock.
Yeah. You know,
We'll keep you guys posted once this goes up for order and any other photos we get.
Rock was waiting the whole night for that line, man.
He was.
Yeah, a lot of enthusiasm when he said that.
I save my best for Fridays, man. I save it for John's show. It's all for you.
It's our show. It's our show.
There you go.
J&D. Apparently, we got a list. I don't know how accurate this is. Alex, our guy Alex in the group posted it. He's pretty on top of things, so I'm sure this is as legit as it's gonna get. But just keep that in the back of your mind. Third scale Jack Sparrow.
Nice.
To do third scale Stellar Blade. Not sure where that's from. 6 scale Girls Revolution, 6 people. And again, some of this verbatim here can be a little off because of the translation. 6 scale Gojun Works John Wick. 3rd scale Exuma, which is from a Korean film.
Exuma, really? That just came out this year.
That sounds like something you need a rash cream for. I broke out an Exuma.
Wow, terrible.
Ben Affleck Batman.
3rd scale Ben Affleck Batman. That's unfortunate.
It's sold out. It's sold out.
They shouldn't do the apocalypse suit though. The one that
Nightmare.
Apocalypse. Yeah, the Nightmare.
They should scratch that off the list. Personally, that should be a Keaton first.
Top of the list. Top of the list.
I don't know what they're doing.
I should be seeing Zoe Kravitz Catwoman on there.
I'll even take that over Ben Affleck for sure. It would make
I'll
more
take
sense.
Zoe Kravitz, anything.
3rd scale Gandalf. I want to see that. That's going to be cool. The 6th scale Gojun Works The Hobbits 4 companies.
Wow.
6th scale Gojun Works Harry Potter, Malfoy, Hagrid, and Snape.
Nice.
3rd scale Griffiths.
What is Griffiths?
I think that's from Berserk.
Griffith, I would assume.
Griffith, yeah.
Well, you know what? That's true because I think I saw this week they had like a whole line of productions of what they did. And that one, I think.
It's coming. It's coming.
There's a bunch.
Daenerys.
Okay, John. All right.
I got the picture. Getting excited. Just getting excited. 3rd scale Daenerys. 6th scale Berserk Shih Tzu. No, it's
I don't know what the fuck.
Maybe it meant it's like there's some errors in the spelling, the translation.
Yeah, there's some errors.
Even the Gojun should be Kojun Works.
Okay. Is it Kojun? Yeah, Kojun. You're right. Yeah, with a K. 3rd
Maybe
scale
that's phonetically statue.
Could be.
Kojun maybe they're doing Zod and they're gonna scale him down because he's too big in his released form.
I think it's for this one. This is what Johnny was alluding to. This was a photo taken when Jim Lee visited J&D Studios.
But that isn't 6 scale. The guy says that next to him is a giant.
Yeah, no, that's not 6 scale.
Okay, well, so 1 quick second. So first off, Whitebeard is not 3rd scale. It's quarter scale. They came out.
Whatever. Sorry.
That's not quarter scale either. It's
like,
it's like 7th scale.
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
24 feet tall.
There was verbatim where they had said that it's quarter scale.
Yeah, no, but they're still wrong. Like the guy that said
it's not even close.
All the power to them. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
He's a 20-foot tall character in life, so. Yeah.
The guy next to him, people are saying is supposed to be the Berserk, but it's not 6th. I thought it was supposed to be 3rd.
Maybe quarter, but I'm gonna guess 3rd because he's the same height as Indiana Jones.
So that's why that list, take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, I think a lot of things were lost in translation.
Oh, but they did. They said quarter. They said 1/3 guts on there, right?
It said 3rd Griffith.
It said Griffith, and then
so if Griffith will be 1/3, then I would assume guts would be 1/3.
Yeah.
Right. If this is accurate, at least to that extent.
And some people were saying the blade looks like it's from Cloud, game Cloud, right?
Final Fantasy
7.
Cloud's.
But
maybe just a
placeholder. Cloud's sword is based on Guts' sword, or is it the other way around? The Buster sword.
Nah, it would be. Clouds would be based on Guts. Guts was out way before.
Yeah.
But I do understand what they're saying. How it's like, because his Guts blade comes to a point, and maybe that they're just working on it. Right? Could just be a WIP, but
yeah.
Right.
Just a placeholder.
Yeah. Just a placeholder for
Now,
him.
was that the only one that saw a render of Aragorn?
Yes. A few weeks back.
Right.
Yep.
Yep, that was a thing.
Wow. What reality are we in where John is correcting Buck on One Piece? I didn't correct anybody on anything. I just wanted to say that it was a piece of news as well. I remembered that I didn't include here was they came out and said it was quarter. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. That's not my. I'm just telling you what it was announced. I'm not correcting Buck. Are you kidding? Okay, that's it for news. Let's blow through some community stuff and we can get out of here. I think we're gonna hold trivia for next week. Shout out to Big Silva.
Oh, you're pulling the bullshit. This is the shit you keep saying you're not going to do, and you're doing it.
Okay.
I stayed behind for trivia, and now
Okay,
you didn't.
fine. Okay, I just don't want to. Okay, fine. Zip it. I'm trying to do a favor because I don't want to keep you guys too long, and then I'm
Skip
getting
the community. Skip the community. Let's go to trivia.
No, I can't skip the community. What's the matter with you? What kind of show do you think this is? We don't do that here. We appreciate.
Oh no. We're not gonna skip the community. Let's do trivia first, and I leave. Then you can do community.
Wow. Do you see how this is? And look at everyone laughing. And hey, Vega, turn that camera on. And where the hell's Bill? He fell asleep.
Let's ask the chat.
Who in the world do you think you are?
Stanley said do
Bill's just
trivia.
sitting there laughing with his camera off. What kind of a show do you people think?
I didn't laugh.
That's fine. We're gonna
I'm just
in and out this
it's just
panel.
a Canadian eating, man.
It's
That's
that
all.
Puerto Rico hat that's squeezing the brain too tight, I think. No, I'm kidding. There he goes again. He's gonna come back with a Brazilian hat. Big Silva picking up the
Beautiful.
loving this piece. People are really loving this piece. The X-Men, Wolverine, and Colossus, the fastball special.
Mm-hmm.
Great looking piece. Check out Big Silva. Again, like I mentioned, all the channels we mentioned tonight will be in the description. You guys can check it out. But yeah, a lot of people raving about this. If you know Maiden Mike as well, who I'm going to give a shout out. I actually reached out to him. I'm going to try to have him on the show. He has his own channel. Really great guy with some really honest and to the heart content. He loves this piece. Like, kind of saying this is like one of the best pieces, if not the best, that Sideshow's put out. He picked it up as well, and he really likes it. So I'm gonna link his video as well. You guys can check it out. But yeah, Big Silva 77. Thanks for sharing, Silva. We got our guy Omar, who has, well, Jarhead took off, but the custom Wolverine, Buck's favorite custom. Some great shots. Beautiful swap outs there with the portraits. Looking really good.
Dude's traps are huge.
That's Broly Wolverine.
That's a big one.
Man, I need to know his gym routine.
Well sculpted though.
I'll take my sideshow over this one any day.
I agree, but that's just because I don't like this body style.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
hot.
that's a special one. Yeah.
He's on that juice.
Yeah.
I'm digging this brown suit.
I do love brown suit Wolverine.
Appreciate you sharing that, Omar.
Congrats, Omar.
Statues Goo sending out his collection.
That's a bunny girl anime figure.
That's what Buck focuses on.
I mean, it's in the foreground.
Not the only thing in the foreground. Jeez.
No, John.
Looking good.
You go.
That's
That
cool.
was a good page.
That's a cool display.
Nice display.
Cool.
He took some other photos as well that we showed in the previous weeks where it was everything dimly lit and it looked freaking awesome.
Does Prime One still have their... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Which one? Prime One still have?
No, I was just gonna say, does Prime One still have their physical store?
Yeah, I think they said the one in the mall was they might have closed that, and then they have the other one, the one with the white walls and stuff. It's still open.
Gotcha.
Appreciate you sharing that. We got Terry Gotham Cinnabites with his setup. I like how he has his setup ready for Harley Who Laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place has come a long way, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he already kind of photoshopped her in there, which is really cool. You can't even tell. Looks like she's there already.
Yeah.
Even the
I
murder
give some.
machine.
He has the whole line, right?
Not yet. The murder machine's missing.
Murder machine, yeah. He has a
beyond
comment.
that, he has.
Oh yeah, and the
he
murder
has, like-
machine. You're right. That's Photoshop too. Damn, I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, he did such a good job. It looks amazing.
I give it to him. He's consistent with the whole line. That's cool.
Yeah, he did well. His channel as well, Gotham Cinnabites. Guys, be sure to show some love. Our guy Piggy, some Batman and Robin love from Iron Studios, and then he got these two slabs. Loving the holders, the Batman and Power Ranger holders. That's awesome.
That's
Congrats on
nice.
the
TMNT
9.8.
Power Rangers.
That was original.
I gotta go. See you guys later.
All right, Buck.
Take it easy,
Good
bud.
luck.
Good night, guys.
See you, man.
Later.
All right, I guess we are going to delay trivia. No. The two slabs, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm seeing more and more of these like slab holders that people have.
Yeah.
All different kinds, different styles, makes.
But it's just so hard to display them, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I use
have a lot of those.
I use just like those like book holders that you would use like
Oh,
have
yeah,
a book
yeah.
on display.
Mhm.
That's all I use.
I don't even have mine displayed.
Piggy's Picks is where you can find Piggy on his YouTube
Go
channel.
Piggy! Miss you, Piggy.
We got Joe sharing some of his Transformers.
Nice.
Nice lineup there.
That's awesome.
The bases are so big.
Yes, sir.
They really are.
Appreciate you sharing those, Joe. And D-Rock with his setup.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Get this bum off the screen.
Loving the desk setup.
Wait, D-Rock, I thought you were in a room this whole time.
Yeah, I'm in my garage. I haven't finished the room yet.
It's a super large room he's in right now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty cool, man.
I watched your video, D-Rock, and I realized, like, my office, like, typically this isn't behind me. I change it just when I'm on the channel, but normally I sit to where this is on my right side and all my Hulks are on my left side. When I laid out my office, even the shape of it, I wanted to make sure, because you had mentioned about having pieces behind you, and that's why you moved them to your desk.
Right.
I think that's such a, to have them behind me would drive me crazy. So I just keep sitting here. I can literally see my entire office where all my pieces are. Real nice.
Yeah, and I think when I get my room done, I think I'm gonna have my desk face out. I think I'm gonna have it face away from the wall, not toward the wall, because that's where all the statues will be in the room, and I'll just leave enough room for me to get out of the chair. That way, I can look at everything.
Yeah, because I have all my Hulks on my left side, my Transformers in front of me, and then my Monsterverse on the right side, and it works so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep.
Okay. That's cool, man. I like your Weapon X. That's cool.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I like that Galactus. That's a nice piece. I almost got that.
Yeah, it's a really nice statue.
Yeah.
I like
It's
everything
cool
except that Magneto.
Everything except the Magneto. At least it doesn't have a light up feature.
Hey, winner!
Winner chicken dinner. Thanks for sharing those, D-Rock. They look awesome.
And somebody earlier in the chat was asking about the custom Hulk from the TV show on the right. It's a 1/3 scale, not 1/4.
Nice. Polystone?
Say again.
What is it made out of?
Oh yeah, it's polystone.
Polystone.
Yeah, it was great. It was like a 2 statue 3rd scale order. Yeah.
So what's anatomy sculpt do you like better, D-Rock? The LBS or this custom?
Oh, probably the LBS.
Yeah.
It splits the difference.
Yeah.
Between like overly it's like it's not too overly I guess ripped, but not too under.
Yeah,
like too soft.
that's my point too. I like the natural, the sculpt on that one looks like a real something that big would look like that. Instead of the over exaggerated ripped look. I mean, that's not to take away from anything about the custom piece. It's awesome, but I gravitate towards the like when LBS did this Hulk, I knew I was going to get it because I love the sculpt.
Is right in the sweet spot as far as the sculpt and the veinage and with the Sideshow one that just came out, because you have that one too. Like they really nailed how much muscularity he has, how much veinage he has. It's not this one. The one actually, this is a quarter scale. The other custom you're looking at, the TV show one's a third scale in the background beside Galactus. That musculature is just from the show, like perfect. Like exactly what he looked like from the show, and the color's a little washed out here, but he looks like identical to what he would have looked like. But like this other custom, this one on the left is just it's just way overdone. It's like a comic cover where somebody just put a lot into the detail work of the muscles and stuff.
That's what made me not get it, to be honest with you, because it was just a little bit too. I mean, plus I had the LBS coming at the time, so I knew I was going to be okay with that one. But
I'll say in person it looks better than it does in this picture. As far as like it not looking like too much, probably the only area is the chest where you wouldn't have that much striation anyway, no matter what you did.
Yeah,
but it doesn't bother me as much because I actually like the delts and I like the traps, and the hands are almost as big as LBS's hands. That's what's crazy. They're really big.
That's supposed to be.
That's what I was looking at too. Yeah.
I mean, like they're as big as my hand when I put them next to it.
That's supposed to be a quarter scale, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a quarter scale, and it's pretty accurate quarter. But the hands are huge.
You think the LBS is under scale?
No, I've measured it. It's right for I think it's right for an 8-foot Hulk or 8 foot and a couple inches or something like that. It's not a 9-foot Hulk.
That custom looks almost the same size as the LBS.
Oh, when you put them next to each other, it's a lot. The LBS is a lot bigger. The LBS is a lot bigger than everything.
Yeah.
When you put it next to it, it's so if you look at the Galactus, it's like, I mean, it's on a little rotating turntable right there. But even if you brought it down, you see how much taller, and it's in the back. Like in this picture, the Galactus and the LBS Hulk are like 10 feet from each other, because that's a 9-foot table.
Okay.
That's got the Magneto and the Weapon X and all that. That's a 8.5-foot table. So it's almost 9 feet from where they are from each other. So I mean, that LBS is a huge piece. If I brought it up toward the camera, you barely see it. It'd just be like waist down. It's a monster.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's like 42 inches or something, I think. 43.
I think because I think it's taller than my Hulkbuster.
It's a huge piece. Yeah.
Appreciate you sharing those.
Yeah, no worries.
I just ended the poll for the community polls for the most excited about for August. Prime 1 Superman and Hush at 47%. The Sideshow Bishop and LBS Marvel license announcement at 45%. And Sideshow Constantine at 6%. That's with 48 full votes. Now I'm going to put out, what were you most concerned about news-wise or in general in the community, collecting community in August? What were you most concerned about? The 3 categories that had come out through the Facebook group were the XM product release delays, too many light-ups, and lastly, excessive variants announced. We'll keep that poll up to the end of the show. Get your votes in there. I appreciate you guys doing that. Let's keep on going.
What I voted for.
Keep on going here. Travis, community's resident Superman fan, continuing to build this display.
I was gonna say he was a Batman fan, but yeah.
No, it's Superman for sure.
He's a big Superman fan,
Oh yeah, great looking setup. He built his room from scratch. Is that supposed to be what, a mannequin?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go please.
Yeah, I think he's going to put a suit on it, right?
That's what I was going to lead to. Is that supposed to be like a work up to a 1-to-1?
That's a Manny Quinn, a friend of his.
I know somebody else did that where they had a mannequin and they actually got a suit made and put on it.
I think he has
one skill.
He was pictured him in a suit, so I think he has a full suit.
Yeah, he has a suit coming to fill that.
That's what my buddy did. That's what he did.
Awesome.
Can't wait to see.
I like this little Superman and like the bubble glass on the right.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, his display's really on point. If you see from where it started to where it is today, put a lot of work, time, and effort into it. That's for sure.
I like collections like that.
Yep,
it's very nice.
Next on the docket is Danielle sharing her Iron Studios Thanos.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Good looking piece. This is the one they did the larger scale, I think, with the actual gemstones, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that the one?
I want to say that's the one. No, it is, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Because I know the base is bigger, right? It like goes down.
Correct. This is the more. There were two options: the deluxe, and then there was this version as well. The deluxe had more of that rock base.
Gotcha.
I kind of like the black. It breaks up the blue and adds some extra texture, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one from the Infinity Gauntlet diorama.
Yeah.
Yeah. The deluxe had the big base, and I think it had death on it too. Or maybe it was a statue of death or something in the background. But yeah.
That's sick.
Nice.
How many did they make of the real stones?
6, I think, something like that. It was less than 10.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever
Was it
sold
like-
any.
Was it like 50,000?
50, 60.
60? Damn.
Crazy. Danielle's channel on YouTube, Danny Girl Comics and Collectibles. Guys, be sure to check her channel out. Some great content as well. Our guy Renee giving Stan Lee some love in the collection.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I love this shot on the right with Daffy Duck and the Alex Ross print behind the artwork.
I looked at that print before. Those prints are really expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are ones from Sideshow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, like online, they go for like what, 8, 9?
Oh wow.
Yeah, depending. Yeah. The orders they get crazy.
It's quite expensive.
Shout out to Renee. Some more Iron Studios love. That Bugs and Daffy. That'd be awesome to put on a desk.
Yeah.
Awesome pieces. Shout out to our guy Ice on the channel today. He did a new display for my statue collection video. Be sure to check it out. If you may be watching the show on his channel, because we're streaming there as well. Again, Black Ice Collectibles.
Yeah.
I watched every last second. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it is amazing. Squeezing in one more cabinet to make it complete, you know?
Yeah.
Damn right.
A lot of work, man. Take all that apart, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work, man. It was definitely a lot.
Worth it. That was fantastic.
Ice knows how to make great videos with his ASMR voice. It's like, all right, I'm calm.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Awesome, Ice. Thanks for sharing, brother.
Yes,
Hey, so when's your next room tour? I know you said you'll be pumping up, getting that up pretty soon. You have another room tour you're working on, right?
Yeah. It's almost done, man. I only have one last piece to do. I finally got everything in I've been waiting on, so I got one last piece to put on, man. So yeah, we should be rolling here pretty soon.
Yeah, looking forward to that, man.
Can't wait to see that.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Heck yeah. This is Made in Mike. Made in Mike's World of Museum Collectibles. That's the channel name. Who we were discussing earlier. Check out his channel. Some really good content, genuine content from the heart. And this was the video he did in regards to that sideshow fastball special, which he really liked. So I'll link the channel. We're gonna try to get him on the show. I reached out to him already, and he seems like he'll be down to stop by. So that'll be pretty cool.
That'll be cool.
Ronnie
Damn.
Stark, yeah, what a lineup.
Yeah, this is cool.
I didn't even get all the photos of his collection. His collection is insane.
That dude has a museum.
Yeah. That's pretty much
The
what
guy
it is.
in based the hotel.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's part of
Yeah.
a hotel display. Yeah.
Man, that is nice.
That's sick right there. Man.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
It just keeps going. It's Transformers. You know what I love about this? This is how I love to display pieces. It's like stands like this at waist level where you can, on like a pedestal style.
Yeah.
This is how I like to display it.
Yeah, this is class.
If we all had room, this is what our collections would look like.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth on that with my room actually. Whether I want to do how many like pedestals I want to do and stuff. I might mix it up and not do just like one long table on the walls. I might do pedestals and do them different heights just to get variation depending on the statues.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He got the ropes up.
He has the rope, and he has so much more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole life-size section of Iron Man stuff and everything. They call him Ronnie Stark for a reason.
Yeah.
This is just
He literally is. He's the 1%er. He's a completist for sure.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for sharing those, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you, Ronnie.
Amy shared these. This is Deathstroke. The sideshow quarter scale Deathstroke.
It's a nice piece.
Yeah, it's
really
a
nice piece.
Yep.
Very
that's
nice.
cool.
Piece.
One of the big underrated ones of the year, I think.
Yep.
This is one of those ones. If I seen in person, I'd be like, I gotta have this.
Maybe it's good we don't have a bunch of stores around.
Yeah, I was just
statues
thinking
everywhere.
Dude, this isn't even a character I care about, and I almost bought it.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything.
Nice lighting and nice photography as well helps.
Yeah.
Underrated
Appreciate you
character,
sharing
but
those.
that base is awesome.
Yeah. And that was it for collection photos. Just a quick mention, a big shout out again to Bat Kid Voodoo for sending over these art prints. We are going to be doing a giveaway. I have these, and I'm teaming up with Paul, and we're going to be doing a Hot Toys giveaway for a C-3PO, the Return of the Jedi C-3PO. We're thinking of doing a Hot Toys show, so stay tuned to the channel, and we'll maybe do some just surprise giveaways on some of the shows. You got to tune in and be part of the
That's
chat
awesome.
to take part. But appreciate these two guys offering these up. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Collectors Lounge, we usually do on the weekend. We'll see if we can sneak one in if there's enough people to hang out. But I'll put out the post on Facebook, and it's just our backstage hangout. A lot of the guys come on, and we just talk collecting. Nothing live, nothing recorded. Just hanging out, discussing the hobby. That's it. Mitchell, yeah, I want to kind of do a Hot Toy show, and with anyone who's welcome. Everyone's welcome to join, but some of the guys, it's something we've been talking about. So,
Absolutely.
3 hour mark. I think we're gonna hang on to trivia for next week.
Oh hell yeah! It's way too late.
Yeah, it's way too. I know.
Way too late.
Stanley was looking forward to it, but I have it ready. Freak. You guys wanted more categories. I even added more categories. But yeah, we just had a lot to talk about this week.
Mustard.
We'll look for next week. It's already held out for next week, so I don't have to worry about it. Thank goodness. You'll love to hear it. But I will give a shout out to the channel members, Paul Schreiber, Brian Wong, our guy Ken Zilla, Piece 51, Bats in the Belfry, got Boba Bill, Random Korean, Aspen, as well as D. Really appreciate you guys helping out and supporting the channel. It means a lot. Helps keep the lights on. And if you're interested in becoming a channel member, I will put the link in the description after the show. That is it, guys. This was one of our longer ones. Good hangout, great conversations.
Yeah.
How are we gonna
Also this long.
They're all long?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Ken? I'm gonna tell you, it freaking feels longer. Okay. It feels longer.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like the past couple of weeks, instead of like
I don't know why. But
hours, 3 hours, it feels like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I know, but
so we get into it.
We get into it. Oh yeah, we get it. Well, it's good, important stuff to cover, right? You gotta passion.
1 o'clock, I start pinching my nuts to keep myself awake, man.
Wow.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Wow,
Ken, which square do you look at when you're doing that? I just want to keep
down,
the
man.
camera on or off, you know?
Yeah, well, if you know, now we know if we hear a knock on the desk, we know what it is.
You just see me jump up real fast. That's all.
I'm just glad we're entertaining, Ken, that you gotta squish those together. We'll be sure to clip that though, so that's a piece of our YouTube history forever. Be sure to clip it. Oh, I'm clipping it. All right, guys. Well, anything before we go? Any last words, Rob? Too much information. Mitchell says, "I was looking." I know, Mitchell. You're one of the guys that always looks forward to. I know. I was looking forward to trivia as well. Move it up earlier time slot. Okay. Maybe we'll start off the show next week with it. Cypher saying, cool. Great catching up. Always good to hang out with you guys. Aspen, keep up the good work. One of the most honest YouTube shows online. And you're an honest and kind man. That is nice words, Aspen. Appreciate that. Yeah. I think everybody on here can share the same sentiment in the sense that everyone's some great guys out there, great friends, and it's always good to hang out on Friday.
It is.
All right. We'll put it in here. And I'm going to work on intros. I know I've kind of taken a little bit of break. I was telling the guys before, my intros haven't been the way they were. I'm going to try to get back, take a little break, clean up my. I like to change them up here and there instead of having the same one over and over. So I'll work on that as well. But again, if you guys can reach out, anything you want to talk about topic-wise, questions for us, let us know. Communicate. Leave a comment. Everyone who's watching live, who's watching the replay, appreciate you guys. Leave a comment and tell us how you thought the show was, how it went, and if you have any questions about anything about this hobby, reach out. We'll talk about it. We'll cover it, and continue to have fun. Continue grinding away. Halfway through the year, past halfway through the year, 4 months left. We got our statue awards that are going to be coming up. We got to get the ball rolling on that, and I'm thinking next month for Halloween, we should do a pumpkin carving contest live.
That'd be cool.
Live, yeah. I did it one year, and we had a blast on Collecting Weekly. And I thought about that today. That we should do something, even if we don't do it as a contest, but just for fun. We'll set up a little area and carve pumpkins. Yeah. Or is that too childish?
No, it's cool.
It'll be tough for Ken because I don't know what he's going to pinch, but.
Stayed away from Ken on St. Patrick's Day, that's for sure.
Yeah. We'll leave it here, guys. We'll put a pin in it. All the best. Stay safe. Have a great weekend, and always remember to collect responsibly. We'll see you. We'll see you on Monday for Chatter That Matters. All the best.